Greetings, adventurers, and welcome to this one-shot of the Age of Adventure RPG, where we have 4 heroes attempting to accomplish the Grimoire of Primal Magic, which I'm showing a picture here, where their objective is they've been hired to travel to an abandoned tower, once the home of the Archmage Aaron, to recover an ancient tome of primal magic. My name's GMH, and this game is being played as part of Furiously Eclectic People, as part of their Discord server, and I will get each of the players to introduce their characters, and then I will show you, as they introduce it, some images of their characters. Let us start with Oakermore. You want to introduce your character?
Sure can. Tavis, I'm playing Inspector Oakermore. He is of Dwarven and human descent. He is a rogue in nature, but he is an investigator. His goal is to learn a means to speak any language, just like the wizards do when they cast Speak.
Oh, investigator. We haven't had that before. Very good.
No.
Second in the list, known as the most experienced adventurer across the lands, Brian of Nazareth.
Yes, that's me, Brian. My aim is to rid the world of bullies and tyrants, and my goal in life is to be officially recognised as a lawmaker. Whilst we have saved many towns and many villages and saved the world multiple times, not once has someone given me even a badge, not even a sheriff's badge. So this is my goal in life.
There's too many halflingists.
Yes, am I? Yes, I'm a halfling wizard. And because even though I'm from Nazareth, I've spent some time playing Australian rules football. So when I cast my spell looks like an Australian rules football spinning, which is the same shape as the American gridiron football for people from overseas.
Yep.
And I have Bart the Third. He's my large giant goat as a companion. The reason why he's Bart the Third is because his 2 predecessors have died. So hopefully he goes a bit better.
It's a good picture too that you drew there. Very artistic. All right. Let's move to the heavy hitter of the team, Baki.
Baki is a mercenary who's doing jobs from time to time while working to become stronger than his dad and avenge his brother's death. He's currently just trying to find out how his brother even died.
Nice. Okay, thanks, Baki. And Morlak. Tell us about Morlak.
Yeah, Morlak is a towering orc in a heavy plate armor. He is a cleric, so he is there because his gods sent him. He is not there to rid the world of evil, he is there to make evil feel the divine wrath of his god.
Very good. Thank you for that, Morlak. And as Brian sort of hinted at with his spellcasting character, when you do cast a spell, if you like, you can let us know what your spell looks like or how it appears to others. So Brian's is sort of a swirling brown ball of football energy that bounces around. So have a bit of think of that if you do want to embellish when your spells get activated. As I mentioned, I'll be putting the encounters in the Encounter 1 slot, and if you come up with multiple different types of encounters, I'll also activate Encounter 2. But before we do the little introduction, I will get everyone can roll for their starting hero points. So everyone roll 1 dice, and for Brian and Baki, you can add 1 to that result. For everyone else, you just have the raw number. And update your character sheets with your hero points, please. Ho! Oakermore on 6, Nylo on 4. How about...
I don't want to roll.
Baki on 4.
Uh-oh. I'm definitely going to get a low one now. I was waiting for someone to roll like a 1, and then I was going to roll after them. Now this is guaranteed to be low.
Oh, no, it wasn't too bad. So
Oh, that's not bad.
Yep, not
From
bad.
me.
So don't forget, Brian and Baki both had 1. So not a bad spread. No real low results there. The other thing for Morlak's benefit is that the maximum number of hero points you can have is 6. And as I said, every time you complete a successful action, you'll gain another hero point. So they do drop, but you can build them up again. You don't get hero points for helping others or doing reactions, but it's only for your actual actions when it comes to your turn. But
But
help.
if you do help someone, you can help them get an extra dice when they roll. In most search situations, and also if you prepare, you get an extra dice to
That is
roll.
correct. Yep. So there's a few ways to boost up your dice pool in the heat of battle or whatever the case may be. Excellent. Let us have a look if there was anything else. A quick look with their star. Oh, so Morlak, because you're a new character. Oh no, you do have your silver. You've done that. Well done. And Baki, you've also done that. Okay, so the first image I will introduce to the heroes is that of your patron. So I'll paste this in the encounter so you can see. And I'm going to put his name only because for good or better, his name is sort of not hard to pronounce, but it's a bit weird. I'll just put it there. So you have been hired by a member of the Council of Elders. His name is Ifor Tynan. And he appears to you dressed in ornate purple robes, that of a court wizard. He lives in an apartment in the city that is, I don't have a picture of it, but it's a garden apartment. I should have that ready, but anyway, it's a nice garden apartment in a peaceful, one of the major cities in the land known as Arian. And he's basically engaged the Adventurers Guild to send him some brave heroes to undertake this quest to retrieve this Tome of Primal Magic. So he meets you in his garden estate, has given you the adventure, the quest, and he says to you, "Thank you for heeding my call, adventurers. It is good to see some familiar faces. Brian, we owe you a great debt as you have helped us much in the past and continue to do so. And Baki, it is good to see that you have returned safely from the tomb of the God King." Now, with that, just because Brian and Baki have played before and done adventures, I'll just send you guys a little some information about your previous adventure in case you do want to utilize it.
Also, with the cost of living crisis, our fares are gone up by CPI for the next time you need us.
Okay, you don't say that yet, thankfully. How do I send you a message? Direct message? I don't know how to use Discord. It'd be your
Just
character's.
right click on that portrait. Yeah.
Yep. Thanks, man. Message. There we go. Hopefully I send this to the right person. Okay, so that's sent to you, Pete. You can use that information, when you get to your turn, or not. And who else am I sending it to? Nick. Nick. Okay. Nick is Nick here? Message.
Yes, sir.
How come I don't have direct message you?
You can just right click on the pictures in the box, like in the voice and dice rolls. You can right click on the pictures.
Oh, sorry. You mean in the actual
So
videos?
either in the
there's
in
message
videos,
somewhere there.
Or in
where's
the
message?
chat on
Where's
the side.
message there though?
right click it, and
Yeah.
it should have
It's the
message
third
near the top.
button from top.
I've got user volume, disable, focus.
Above that.
Above what?
Above user volume.
User
Three
volume.
buttons above.
I've just got profile.
Oh, he's not on the app.
Did you right click on yourself?
Right click on myself. No. Right
Or
click.
like right click on someone else, and then there should be
How come I
3
was
buttons
able to
above user
do-
volume.
Oh, this is riveting video. You think I should have sold this out before? I can't see anything about message. Although the weird thing is, I was able to message Pete, which is a bit weird that I can't find where. Oh, here we go. Jesus, God damn it! I'll have to do some editing of that out. Okay, so I've set you yours as well. Now, having said that, I'll get everyone to roll their turn order, because as I said, I'm going to use turn order out of combat just to control proceedings. So for that, you can click the turn order button and just give me the total number. So whereas everything else, Morlak, we do dice pool, where you look at the individual results. For turn order, it's a total out of a maximum of 36. So you
29.
can just, yep, thank you. And then if there's a battle, we'll re-roll turn order. So this is just for a level of control. So everyone can roll. Tell me what you get. Okay, I can see them all. All right, so we've got Pete at 20. Pete 20.
Turn order already.
And we've got Nylo at 15. Oh, get the bad dice out of the way, Nylo. Good work. Hit it. 15. And you'll see those numbers appear in your channel. And where's you, Baki? 19. Edit. 19. So, back in the garden estate of I4 here, he looks over at the heroes, tells you your mission, and welcomes those who've returned and thanks those who are new to the party. And he says, I suggest that you make haste to the tower. And before I go through the order, actually I'll start with Oakermore. You can roll d6 to determine how far it is, the journey to the tower. Oh, it is all but a day's travel. It is thankfully nearby, as Aaron used to live quite close to the city. But this was hundreds of years ago. The wizard, or the great Archmage as he liked to be called, was considered the last student of primal magic, reputed to have rediscovered some of its spells. And then one day, the Archmage just vanished, but the tower remains. And then he looks sort of solemn and he says, if the tower can be entered and searched, perhaps you can find the Grimoire of Primal Magic. If it can be recovered, it could be very useful in helping us plan our strategy to defeat the coming of the God King. At the very least, we have to ensure that nothing of value is allowed to fall in the hands of the agents of the God King, as there are many. He looks at you, Oakermore.
Oakermore kind of strokes his beard. He does have a monocle, by the way. It didn't pop up on the picture.
You can put that in your. You can put that in your 0 slot. A 0 slot Morlak is for any sort of embellishments, that don't have any sort of mechanical advantage, but give the character some flavor. So you can add monocle. No problem at all. Do you have any questions, brave rogue?
I know not about brave, good sir, but I do know this.
I consider you brave.
Danger.
I consider you brave for undertaking this quest.
My thanks, I4. Perhaps you could tell me if there's any dangers we should know about.
Dangers? Unfortunately, I would be a fool to say otherwise. But yes, I do believe, being the Archmage's tower, there still may be traps, wards, or perhaps other protections that may still be active. And not only that,
very, very good.
We have had reports from our friends, Brian, Baki, and others that have come before them, that there are beings not from this world that are being encountered. Strange creatures of the night dwelling and appearing whereto they have not before. He looks towards Brian. He looks towards Brian and Baki. Maybe they've got some extra information. They've been on the front line. I4 has only heard the stories.
Okay, sure.
Do you want to add anything?
Bid you adieu and be on my way.
Excellent, excellent. And speaking of Brian, is there anything you want to add that perhaps our friends should heed?
Yes. We previously recovered a couple of artifacts.
Yes.
So I'll just share with them the information from the past.
Oh, you're telling the other heroes that the artifacts recovered. Yes. You do mention that, and I4, gives you some not extra information, but reminds you, he says, yes, they were all covered with strange runes and carvings, which we are at this very moment working night and day to unravel the secrets of the God King's past in a hope that it'll unravel some secrets to help us combat him. I will, and he basically shows you one. He brings his assistant out just so the rest of the party know in case they do encounter these, because I'm sure Baki also, you definitely did, Baki. You've seen these. I don't have a picture of one because I'm not very well prepared, am I? But this other gentleman comes in, a dapper, bald-headed gentleman that Brian and Baki have seen before. He's the assistant to the Council of Elders. He comes out and he's carrying an artifact. This one's in the shape of a key, but I4 says the artifacts come in many different shapes and forms, but they are all made of a strange green metal with carved runes. And so he just shows you so that you're aware of what this type of item looks like, because I think there's been 3 adventures in this arc and all of them have recovered some artifacts. In fact, one of them, he tells you this particular artifact, which is indeed the shape of a key, actually had a purpose. Brian, again, I thank you, returned with a sacred box that was in the keeping of the God King, and upon using the key, was able to open, I think it was like a cube that didn't have a lock, but when it came in proximity of the key, the box opened, and inside it was a shard believed to be the shard that killed the God King before he rose again. So they're actually in the process of forging that shard into some type of weapon that can be used at a later date. So all artifacts have value, and if you can retrieve artifacts, you'll get bonuses.
So are we likely to be combating the God King in this session? Do we need this artifact?
He says, I do not believe that the time is yet ready. He is still gathering his power, although he looks at you, Baki, and he said Baki was the one who reported to us when he went into the tomb that the God King emerged and wasn't actually corporeal. He was just a ball of energy. I don't know if you remember, Baki, but he came out of his tomb, but he was just sort of all purple and green energy. And then he disappeared.
Yeah, kind of remember.
Yeah, he's basically gathering his strength. And so as the hero's side, the good guys, you guys are also gathering your resources, knowing that it's only a matter of time before he emerges with his forces, because when he did live, he was sworn to bring down the fall of Arian. Anything else, Brian, you want to share before we go to Baki?
No, that's all I can remember.
Or ask.
My memory
or ask.
from my head.
No, I know it's right. But yeah, essentially you've got knowledge of the reason the council exists, and you know the artifacts, and you have encountered some creatures where you know, because you use magic against them, you knew there hasn't been an encounter where your magic has not been more effective than normal. So you believe they are definitely susceptible to magic, which could help Morlak, who you know is also a cleric. Okay, if you think of something, you can always add. And I4 goes to Bart. Oh, nice giant goat companion. This is the same as the last, is it not?
No, this is a new and upgraded one, version 3.
Ah, I'm sorry. All giant goats look the same to me.
Yeah.
What about you, Baki? Any questions or any information you want to share from your past adventures that you can remember?
No, you already told about the God King, so I think I'm good.
Okay.
I've prepared before we got here, so.
You prepared?
Yeah, before we got here, so.
Yep, no problem. All right, and last but not least, he looks towards you. Oh, it is good to see a holy orc of the Order of Clerics. Do you have any questions, my friend?
Yes, I'm glad to be here.
And we are glad to have you.
You do not need to worry, because whatever is in there, I will crack their bones. And if they do not have any bones, I will break whatever holds them up.
Ooh, he sort of gulps, but he sort of nods, 'cause, with even greater confidence, knowing that you're boistering the two heroes that have already returned. You see that his assistant sort of takes a few steps back from you, a bit wary of your presence.
And I pat my flail.
Ooh. Okay, it's yet untarnished with the blood of the enemy, I assume.
Yeah.
You crack open the plastic. You take it out of its plastic. All right. With that, he says, as it is only a day's journey to the tower, I will get Brian. You can roll a d6 to determine if you leave now, what time will you arrive? The lower, the better. Obviously.
Oops.
Oops, that's all right. He says, if you leave now, as it is early morning, you will arrive just at nightfall, and perhaps be able to enter the tower before dark. Go now, brave heroes of Arion. Brian, the wizard, Baki, the warrior, Oakermore, the investigator, and Morlak, holy cleric. Go now, bring back the Grimoire of Power, for it is essential in our battle against the God King. You see there's silence, just some birds. There's no fanfare. It's sort of, well, not everyone, but Brian and Baki, you know that it's not common knowledge about the God King, because I don't want to raise alarm that this is happening. But I think one of you did go to another city where some of the God King's agents emerged, so they know, word is going to slowly start spreading that there's some shit going down. Put it that way.
GM question.
So it's a one-day trip, is it?
Yep, it's only a one-day trip, so make sure you have at least 1 provision or 2 silver for the journey ahead. Question from Oakermore.
Yes. Is it fair to say I would have a notepad to take notes in?
Yes, you can add that
And
as
sketch
0.
things down. Yeah,
Yep.
cool. I'm just gonna, before he leaves, Oakermore is gonna study and mark down and jot down and make any notes that are necessary for his investigation to find this.
Yep, you've got 2 things you can do. You can just do that as a role play flavor, or you can actually create a post called Notebook, and then you can jot notes, and then those notes will be the notes you're taking.
Yeah. Okay. Cool.
It's up to
yeah.
you how you want to run it.
I'll put that. I'll put that down.
Okay, so with that, you set off with Bart, and out of.
I'm gonna have to buy 3 rations.
Oh,
So
okay.
is it normally 6 rations for 1 gold piece or something
Correct.
like that?
Yes.
All right, I'll do that. And also, I was just thinking that there was something else that rope, because I used to have rope, but it disappeared with the previous Bart.
Mhm.
Does anyone else have rope in our group?
Yeah, I brought rope.
Okay, cool. We should be fine then.
All right. As you are traveling, you set off from the city, and soon Arion disappears in the background as the morning turns to afternoon. Let's get Baki to roll the weather. Roll a d6 for how the gods treat you on your journey across the plains.
Oh no.
Lower the better.
Oh,
2. It is a fine, mild day, I believe, with my new... I don't even have that ready. Geez, I'm on fire today. But anyway, I know it's mild. It's good weather. We'll just say it's slightly cloudy, but the trail is dry, and the terrain is not intimidating or dangerous. Yeah, I just have it's dry. There you go. I don't have much information on that. It's pretty sad. As you are traveling and the midday sun is at its highest, albeit cloudy with a roll of 2, you need to consume your provisions, or, so the way this works, Morlak, this is just sort of the travel journey there. you can take off 1 provision, or you can pay 2 silver to buy a meal from a vendor or a traveling, wagon sort of thing. So I'll get you to either, everyone can do this, can take off their provisions, 1 provision or 2 silver. And for Brian, you need to take off 3 provisions or 6 silver with my bad maths.
Actually, Mr. Oakermore, I see you're not carrying any sort of weapon.
No, someone of my stature does not need weapons.
I'm a
master of my craft.
Yes, but I've been on many missions and we've had lots of combat. So are you going to challenge them with your wit? How are you planning?
My good sir, you should see me in action. Just wait.
What are you going to do? Flail your magnifying glass? Is that a weapon somehow?
And he just pulls out from his coat. He's got like in the inside pocket. He pulls out his tinker kit and just rolls it out and shows all the different tools that he's got to tinker things with.
Ooh, he's like a MacGyver. All right,
Yes,
the rest of the party see that as well. So as Oakermore and Brian are conversing, let's say, although Brian is being a bit...
For me to understand, when we're in combat, are you just going to hide all the time? I'm a bit confused because I don't really get what you can do.
My good sir, fellow traveller, you have not met the likes of me. You shall see.
So if we're having a fight, should I get behind you or will you go hiding?
No, I have no intention of hiding.
Okay, I'm curious to see what you're going to do.
All right, so Oakermore, I noticed, ate a provision. Brian, you haven't taken off anything that I can see.
Yeah, I'm doing it now. I was busy chatting.
Busy making accusations against the leader.
Not accusations, just wanting to clarify why we have got someone without...
everyone, you need to know the positions. That's right. Yeah, fair enough. As you are conversing, and as I said, the midday sun's at its highest. Baki, did you want to do anything in particular? I should just explain that basically you're following a country lane that runs northeast. It sort of runs along the coast for a little bit before like jutting in more inland. And on the way, we'll say at this point as you're having your meal, you can see that the main road, which you've been told head straight to the tower, continue on there. But you do see there's a lane that heads into the hills, and you can see a village there, and it seems to be like a farmstead, and you can see some farmers up there as well. Did you want to do anything, Baki?
I'll go to the farm.
Okay, Baki, as Brian and Oakermore are conversing and Oakermore unfurls this massive, long sort of, trail of tinker tools, Baki, you head up, chewing your provision. You head to these, towards these villages, towards this village. What about you, Morlak? As this is unfolding before you, I see you've eaten a provision.
Yeah, Morlak will go up to Inspector Oakermore, pat him on the back. Weapons or not, you can take blows.
Indeed.
As you pat him on the back, he nearly falls over due to your massive strength and heavy armor.
And I go, and I'm thinking, oh my goodness, this is a worry. He can't handle a pat on the back.
Morlak the giant. So as yes,
I asked him, do you play for Adelaide in the AFL because they're very timid?
Can I tinker on the way?
What would you like to tinker? Everyone can perform like one action, I guess. So what do you want?
I'm wondering if I could tinker my magnifying glass with my monocle.
So that it's always
to create a for sure.
I'm happy to get you to make a roll with a bonus because along the travel there was no sort of, as I said, the weather was fine. There wasn't no threats encountering. So make a tinker roll and
3 dice.
3 dice. And then I'll go down the row and we'll see what everyone else wants to do while you're doing that. It's really annoying I have to click on this.
I'm going to spend a hero point.
Jeez. Okay, first hero point spent for a reroll. You end up getting it back anyway, so it don't cost you anything. You're able to tinker your monocle, so you can edit that line 3 for whatever you have done. I didn't quite understand what you're doing, but is it?
I was going to almost make it into like a thing where I don't have to hold it.
Oh, okay. Yeah, fair
I wanted
enough.
to make the monocle,
Yep.
like sort of tinker it with the magnifying glass to make it sort of a swivel thing on my head.
Okay, but are you short-sighted? Like, is the monocle because you need the monocle, or is it just fashion?
No, it's just an inspector thing.
Oh, it's just a
Just
fashion
trying
thing.
to look the part.
Okay,
Yeah,
in that case, I'll just say that it has like 2 slides of glass where,
Yep.
as a free action, because you've tinkered it, you can just slide the magnifying in front of it, you know, if you need,
Yep.
because you don't want to always be magnified. I think it would be like your equilibrium might go out if you sort of always seeing things.
Yeah, I
close.
just want it to, as a free action to be able to just,
Okay, I'll pay
so
that.
I can have 2 hands free.
Yep, I'll pay that. So you can make that note on your equipment. So while you're doing that, Brian, you see Baki has broken off from the group as you're sort of resting and, you know, having some fun, you know, a bit of a banter. Do you want to do anything in particular? You've got Bart is just chewing on his provisions that you brought in.
No, we're ready to. Oh, we'll just. I guess we're marching on, and I'm just looking to make sure we're safe and just trying to detect any bad guys or any bad things.
Yeah, I'll get you to make a detect roll. I'll give you a bonus. Because you're at this sort of intersection where Baki has broken from the team and he is like heading up towards the top of this hill where it seems to be a farmstead. With that, that's 2 successes and you rolled your proficiency so you can have a hero point. And just roll me 1 dice. It's totally random. This is just the type of village that he's approaching. You happen to notice some details about it. Yep. And 1 more, if you don't mind. Okay, so you notice with your successful roll, as you look up in the hills, you know, the clouds sort of shift and a bit of sunlight breaks over to reveal more of the village. You notice that all of the inhabitants are quite small, green-skinned, and you believe them to be goblins. So it's like a goblin village. And the other thing you notice is that they are just simple farmers, but they are coming out to greet him, like a party of them. You could yell out. I mean, he can see them because there's no obstructions to rain, but he may not have made out that they're coming towards him and that they're goblins. It's up to you if you want to yell.
I shout that out just so it's known.
What are you shouting?
Goblins coming, but I expect they're friendly. Just
what?
Don't be startled.
Okay.
Don't be startled.
Baki, as you're walking up this hill, you see this group of farmers coming towards you, and I'll paste it in the encounters. This is just artist's impression of the farmers because they don't look very goblin-y to me, but just imagine they are. They are walking towards you. What do you want to do as you see now with that warning from Brian that they seem to be coming towards you? Look, looks like they're carrying, one of them's carrying a pitchfork. And so yeah, do you want to meet them or you head back? What do you want to do?
I'm not gonna be intimidated. I'll go and talk to them. I have questions and
Okay.
maybe they're friendly, maybe they're not.
Are you armed with anything in your hands?
I am always armed, as I am also a martial artist.
Oh, your hands are weapons? Is that what you're trying to tell me? Or your gauntlets?
Yes.
Is that? Yep.
Yeah.
Okay, yep, you've always got your gauntlets, your boxing gloves. All right, no worries. But your bow's like slung. As you head towards them, one of them sort of, we'll say there's 4 that are there. And you can roll actually 2D, and that's how many in total there are, including like in the village looking on. Hopefully you roll more than 4, otherwise I've broken the game. Okay, so you see there's another 5 that you can see in this village. So not very big village, there's only like 6 or so buildings that you can see, but we'll say 4 of them stroke towards you, and one of them, as he comes closer, now that you're sort of in near distance, you can see the green ears. They do look like goblins, but they're dressed as like just in farm gear. The only weapon that seems obvious is the pitchfork, but he says, "What brings you to these lands, traveler? You are not from here."
We're coming by. We're trying to get to find the ancient Tome of Primal Magic.
The what? They
we-
all look at each other,
I
sort of.
believe it's in a tower.
Oh, as soon as you say the tower,
Uh,
they look horrified. And then one of them, the lady, is there a lady there? Yeah, she looks like a lady. She says, "No, you don't want to head to the tower. There is nothing but death to be found there." And then the guy at the front puts up his hand and he says, "I must warn you, friend, that the villagers and the residents around the tower have all fled many years ago. You will only find ruins and death there."
Yeah, no, that's why we're here. We're trying to get rid of that death. I wanted to ask you if you know any shorter, safer path to the tower than the one we already know.
They look at you and then they look down at your friends or your associates. Let's see, make a parlay roll to see how you come across, whether they can trust you.
That is not good for me.
You talk with your fists,
Okay.
man. You don't talk with your...
Oh!
Oh, come on! This game's broken. All right, they say I admire your bravery. You see, the fact that you want to go there. That they're like, oh, you're very brave. And the lady comes up to you and goes, "He has big muscles. Maybe him and his friends will be able to smite the evil that is there." And he says, "Please, I will tell you this, my friend. There is only one true way, which is through the road that leads to the tower. But you can quite easily travel cross country, across, adjacent to the path if you wish to go by the hills. But I warn you," and he gives you this info. "Roll me a d6. He says, I do not know much, but I will tell you this random fact that might help you. It is believed, our ancestors actually have spoken, that the Archmage was a woman by the name of Eiran. She has not been seen for 200 years, but she gave us a warning that should her tower be disturbed, that she would return. So beware." And they all mimic him and say, "Beware, beware, beware."
Okay. Okay, so I should be worried about that.
With that, they walk back to their village and they say, "It is fine. He is a friend, not a foe." They just tell everyone that it's all good. As you are doing that, and your party is looking on, Morlak, you see there's an exchange, a discussion going on, a friendly one, up on the hill. You are currently with Oakermore and Brian down on the road.
Yeah, I will start walking up there. Say to the others, shouldn't we go and greet them?
It is entirely up to you, good sir. I believe we should move on.
Well, it is most polite to greet them. I will go join Baki on the hill.
Okay, you go up there. What about you, Brian? You want to stay with Oakermore at the junction? Do you want to head up? We'll say you're at the junction. Baki, as you finish the exchange and the goblin villagers look like they're breaking off, you sort of turn, looking back to the junction, and you can see the heavily armoured Morlak coming up towards you. And Morlak, you can see the villagers seem to be heading back into their village as you and Baki are now together.
Yeah, I will just put my hand on Baki's shoulder and well, everything's good here?
Yeah, they're pretty friendly. We just have bad news. Apparently, there's an Archmage in this tower. At least that's the rumor. That she'll return if we disturb it. So we should probably be ready for some magic of some kind. Try to get some information about like a faster path to get there, but apparently there's nothing like that. So we're just either have to go through the hills or actually just follow the path to get there.
Yeah, better be, slow and safe. Fast is not in my nature. Except when I hit fast and hard.
Baki flexes his muscles and Anyway, so you have that exchange. So you've only got the option of either going into the village now, because that's where they've retreated to, and they're just doing their chores, being in the afternoon, or heading back to the road. So Baki and Morlak, what do you want to do?
I mean, I'll head back to the junction.
Yeah, I will follow him back.
The party regroups at the junction, and Brian and Oakermore, you know that it's been a positive thing because you see some of the village kids sort of waving at your group as Baki returns. You're not sure what information was exchanged, so unless Baki, you want to share something? I know you've shared it with me.
Yeah, I'll tell about the Archmage rumor and the path through the mountains we could also take.
Yep. So, do you want to continue along the path, which is a clear way to the tower? You know, it'll be probably another 4 or 5 hours. Or would you rather go across country? The country landscape is overgrown, but it's not foresty. So you could easily travel across there, but underfoot won't be as clear.
I believe we should
It's not
follow
that
the
long
path,
of a
good
distance.
sirs.
Yeah, I think it's not too long of a distance to go by the path.
So Oakermore also said the path.
Yes.
Side of the road. Okay. Brian, happy with the road? Morlak?
I'm happy with the road.
Okay. I think either Brian's dropped out or he's fallen asleep. But he also agrees. He pulls Bart back onto the road gently because he's a gentle creature, Bart the third. And Bart sort of wants to go towards the children. You can see he's pulling, and Brian says, no, we've got... I may be on the way back. I'll let you play with the children. And he pats Bart. So you see Bart seems quite timid. You're not sure how he's going to go in the heat of shenanigans. But you stick to the road, and the sun now travels, starts going low towards the west. As a cloud sort of gets a bit heavier, you go over a hill, and you can spy some ruins in the distance, as well as a single tower. There's no settlements around, but there are a lot of ruined walls, suggesting that perhaps at one time the tower was part of a larger settlement or environs. But you see a narrow path winds down. This looks like the end of the road, and a narrow path winds down towards this the ruins where the tower is, and you can tell that it's badly overgrown. So the road, although it was clear, the path down has got a lot of vegetation that's grown over, like no one's kept this area clear for for 2 centuries, you believe, was the last time that a run existed. I do have a picture, do I? Yes, I do. I'll paste this picture in. Encounter 1. So this basically shows a plan view of the area that you're heading down. That light L-shaped area is like the path that sort of winds between shrubs. So they're only shrubs. They're not... you can see over them, but they could provide good cover if you needed to. The lines that are there are what's left of what were probably buildings. So just imagine them as stone walls, but they're all collapsed to a point where you can see over them, but will possibly provide cover. That round circle is, we'll say it's a well. I actually don't know what it is, but we'll say it's the ruins of a well. And you can see the tower also, which I will paste a picture of. Again, artist impression, but it's about 4 stories high. Okay, now at that point, let us get Morlak to roll a d6 just to see if the weather changes, because you've travelled for a whole day now where it's been dry. We'll see as you approach night what the weather looks like. So roll a d6, and this will just determine... Oi! Here we go. Roll another d6 for me as well. 6 and 4. Let's have a look. I'm sure I've got something for that somewhere. He says, come on now. Alright, let me have a look here. 6 and 4. Okay, doesn't quite make sense, but all right, we'll say that you're traveling in winter. So it's currently winter. So you can feel like a cool wind sort of pick up, and in the distance you can see what seems to be like dark clouds indicating that the weather is about to turn colder and perhaps wetter. And you hear rumbling in the thunder to back that up. And by the look of it, it seems like it probably will come quickly. Let us... okay, Baki's going to be right back, no problem. So, spying upon these ruins, the sun is about to dip, so you've probably got an hour or two before darkness falls, because you kept to the road, so you made good way. There was nothing slowing you down going cross country. Oakermore, we'll say that you're at a far distance looking upon this tower. There is as I said, an overgrown path that does lead to what seems to be clearly a door.
Oakermore's going to flick down his newly tinkered magnifying glass over his monocle to give him just the right kind of projection, via his good eye. And he is going to pay special attention to the surroundings, see if there's anything to indicate any kind of magical runes or contraptions that could be sprung.
Okay, do you want to spend a round for a thorough look, or do you want to just roll now? You're going to get the bonus.
No, I should have 3 dice anyway, so I will take my 3 dice.
All right. You flick down your monocle and you survey the area. Roll your dice. That was 2 dice for detect and 1 dice for your magnifying spyglass, and that is 3 successes. Okay, first of all, you don't see any signs of any magical, there's no glyphs or sigils, there's none of the green metal you were shown from I4, there's nothing like that. But with that successful roll and the fact that you've got a monocle, you notice that the door, so the actual building, the tower itself, I'll just quickly describe it. It's dressed from, it looks to be in very good repair, so it's basically dressed in white stone, and it has a bright tiled roof, and there seems to be no damage to it. The only sort of sign that it's been weathered or it's been there for a long time is all of this ivy, this green ivy that's all around it, that's creeping up on it. But the actual structure looks intact, and because you got 2 successes, the other thing that draws your eye, apart because it doesn't look like a tower that's doesn't look unique in terms of a tower, but you're surprised at the condition. And you notice that the door looks fancy. In fact, I'll paste the picture, but only you see this, okay? It looks as though emblazoned on it is some type of motif that from your eye looks like a smiling face. Again, artist impression. So you see that? What do you want to do or say, if anything?
I take into account, I pull out my notepad straight away and start jotting in the notepad and describe what I have managed to see or investigate, rather.
You're describing
to the party.
Team? What do you want to say?
Yeah, describing everything you've said to me.
Okay.
That's oddly well kept, and that there is a rather unique looking door that definitely requires further investigation.
Okay. Brian, you're next, if you are there. No, I'll just see if he has messaged me. Is he going green?
No.
Oh, there you are.
Easier.
I'm in.
Sorry, we couldn't hear you before, sir, but you have made it to the tower, and I've put some pictures in Encounter 1. You're a far distance away. Did you want to do anything?
I'm just alert. I'm just looking around just to make sure we're not in danger, and just be on standby.
Do you want to move towards the tower? Because Baki, Oakermore has already given a very detailed rundown of the area, that it is safe to move forward, and also the door looks intriguing.
Yep. All right, I'll move towards the door carefully.
All right, you bring I assume you bring Bart, unless otherwise said. You'd bring them down as well.
Yep.
Baki, if you're back. Otherwise, I'll skip Baki. He stays with Oakermore and Morlak. So you've got Brian heading down with Bart, and you've got Oakermore and Baki just at the top of the hill at the moment.
Yeah, I will head up there with Brian towards the door.
No worries. You guys get about halfway, so you get to a position where you round one of the like the ruined walls, the ruined stone walls. And as you get closer, you notice that there are windows, but unlike that picture, which the artist did a very bad job of, the windows are only on the top 2 floors. And the way I'm going to describe it is level 1 is ground floor. So 1 is the first floor, level 2, so level 1 has a door, level 2, nothing, level 3, window, level 4, window. So that's basically, and you notice from your distance, as you can now see the door very clearly, but you notice the windows are shuttered. So there's, oh sorry, not shuttered. You can tell glass, but the shutters are on the inside. So you can see glass reflecting as the last remnants of the sun dipping down, but you can see behind the glass that's shuttered. The other thing you notice is the ivy looks very thick and is natural. It seems to be everywhere on other ruins as well, so it doesn't look like it's unique to the tower. It just looks like it's grown, it's climbed it because it's the only structure that's standing. And there are your free bits of info as you get closer. So with that, as you are moving, let us go to the top of the order before I go down. So Oakermore. You see Brian and Morlak pretty much in near distance of the door.
Very good, chaps. Let's go.
All right,
I'm going to go in and investigate the door. Again, same as I did before. I would like to, if I can move to the door, I would like to inspect to see if there's any buttons, locks, door handles.
All right, Brian and Morlak will get the first opportunity. So you start heading down. Baki, do you want to head down as well? If you're not there, I'll assume he is. Baki comes with you. He says, I'll make sure you are safe, Oakermore. He says that. You don't know if he's ever going to say that again in this adventure, but right now he says that. He said to you.
There's a good chap. Don't worry, I'll heal if you get hurt.
He says, I have gauntlets. I bash things.
Bright fellow. Punches him on the arm. Clearly does nothing.
He
doesn't even make a ripple.
He's got cement arms. He says, I have tattoo. And he shows you his tattoo of... I don't know what it looks like. It's of a Hanma. I don't know what it is. Demon? Hanma
it's like
demon?
A dragon.
Is
yeah,
it?
Like
okay,
a
it's
demon
like
dragon.
a demon dragon.
Yeah.
I also have...
Gets his monocle out. Oh, very nice.
It's magical, he says.
Good chap.
As you guys are heading down together, let's go to Morlak and Brian. You're close enough to the door or any of the other features that I've described. So, Brian, you can act first if you wish, just for the fact of the order.
All right. I'm thinking I might, you mentioned there's those windows on the higher levels.
Mm-hmm.
I'm going to cast Levitate and go up to one of those locked windows and see if I can, first of all, determine if there's anything outside one of the windows. And if not, I can knock the window in with my staff. Oh,
okay. So with Levitate, you could get to the third, because there's 2 sets of windows on the 3rd floor and the 4th floor. So yeah, make a, do you want to do it right now? Or do you want to prepare a turn and let everyone act?
Yeah, actually I'll prepare and then I'll get 2 dice later.
Yeah. All right. So Brian starts conjuring, starts whispering the whispers of the arcane. As he's doing that, Morlak, you are right near Brian. You can see he's doing something. A bit of brown energy starting to form around his staff. I think you've got a staff, Brian, was it? Oh, stave? Can't remember what you got.
Yeah, I will look at the door, put my head close to it, examine it a little bit, and look back at Brian and say, do you think it will still be smiling if I put my boot at it?
Brian can speak if he wants as he's conjuring. You can interrupt his speech a little bit by replying if you like.
No, it's all right. I'm yeah, just say, watch me fly.
So
no, off I go.
Yeah, don't roll yet because your turn's just preparing. So, Morlak, you've said he doesn't seem to answer you.
As he says, "Watch me fly." I look up at the window and I just say, "Hope they're not expecting me to go up there."
Yeah. Even like lifting your head, the heavy helmet or whatever is hard to lift. Did you want to do any
And
other
that's
action
all.
at the door? No? Okay, you just wait at the door.
No, I'm waiting.
No problem. All right. So as you are waiting, and the turn is as you're waiting, and Brian's nearly completing a spell, you're joined by Oakermore and Baki. So you can attack first, Oakermore, if you want to do something, and then Brian will do his spell.
Looks like the good fellow is going to do something. Inspector Oakermore is going to glance at the rest of the party and then not necessarily use his monocle, but yes, he's going to have the magnifying glass. So he wants to inspect the door to see if there's any locks, handles, or anything that looks like it might trigger traps, etc.
Yeah, so do you want to spend a round or just do it now?
Just straight. It's 3. I got my little magnifying glass. I just
Before
flip
you
down
do-
anytime I'm going to.
Before you do roll, the door itself doesn't seem to have any handle or lock mechanism at all, or any way that you could pull or anything, or push to.
Sure.
Well, you can pull and push.
I'm
but
looking for
nothing like-
levers and
Yeah, so there's nothing obvious, and also it seems to, by its look, it seems to be very sturdy, and it's heathed in bronze, although it's all tarnished from the weather, etc. But it looks like a very secure door. But having said that, you put your monocle back down and you have a closer look at it. Make your
Yeah,
roll.
I'm not necessarily just looking at the door. I'm looking in the vicinity of the door. If I
around
don't
it.
immediately see a handle or something to open the door with, I'm going to be looking for a lever or a button or some kind of hidden panel to open the door.
Specifically, you're trying to find a mechanism, perhaps hidden in a stone or something that will unlock it.
Essentially, it's almost like I guess it's a tinkerall. Just about.
Now, to do this, you will have to actually touch the door and the surrounds, like the rock, just to feel if there's any levers. You happy to do that?
So this is a tinkerall, is it?
No, it's detect. You're trying to find
Detect.
something.
Yeah. Okay. Sure. All right.
Okay, roll your 3
give it a go.
dice. The inspector does his inspectoring with 2 success. Gee, having that 2 is going to be really handy for these rolls.
Oh yeah.
Oh, you rolled another success. So you're at full hero points, though, aren't you?
Yeah.
Yeah, no worries. Okay, so as you investigate, as the brown energy sort of intensifies behind you, yes, there is no door handle or keyhole. And as you check around the surrounds, like you move some of the ivy, you feel the stone, it actually seems to be like solid stone, solid brass. The only thing that you do notice, and I'll say you only notice this before the others, okay? The sun dips now, where the sun's gone, but there's still light of, the fact that it's reflecting. Flakes of snow start wafting in. Not uncommon in winter, okay, but given the day, it's changed very quickly. Snow starts falling just lightly at this point, but you can feel this cold breeze come, and you notice, and it's not your imagination, you can see that this smile seems to be changing. So as the light has dipped and the snow starts falling, the smiling face, it's changing. Very slowly.
Can I mimic it?
Yeah, you can try and mimic a smile to... I mean, it's going so slow, you can just try... Yeah, you can try and mimic it. On the next round, I'll give you a roll as... We'll say that it's happening at this time. You start thinking, I'm going to try and mimic this.
To get cold, chaps.
As we turn to Brian. Brian, as your spell is about to be activated, light snow starts falling as the wind brings in inclement weather. Do you still want to continue casting it?
Yep.
All right, make your roll. You get 2 dice. You only need 1 success. You do get 1 success, so the 1 is irrelevant because it's successful. So there's an example of if you rolled, for example, a 1 and a 2, you get a spell drain because that's a fail with a 1. But because you got a 4, 1 success is all you need, and you start levitating. What does your levitation look like?
I don't know.
Your feet become footies that inflate.
Yeah, yeah. My feet look like footballs underneath them, and yep.
You levitate up to, light snow falling. You levitate up to the third floor window, and there's still enough light as you levitate. That's not going to be a penalty that needs any extra light. So as you get to the top, you can see that it's clearly glass, but being a tower of this size, you would probably need a might check to actually try to break through it, but you could attempt that. But beyond the glass are shutters that look quite secure. So nothing's in disrepair. Everything looks hunky-dory. The only thing that looks sort of weathered and old is the ivy that's sort of creeping around the white stone.
Okay.
So you've managed to get up to the top this round, and the next round you can decide whether you want to break it. But at this point, it definitely looks penetrable. Don't say that word too many times. You also notice the inclement weather coming in, so that's like a no-brainer. As we go to Baki, if you're back.
Yep.
You are on the ground with the others. Brian is levitating and his cloak sort of, flapping. Looks quite spectacular. As Oakermore has his spectacle right up to the door, and he seems to be doing funny faces. Not too sure what he's doing there. What do you want to do?
How high up is the first window?
It's on level 3, so it would take 2 climbs to get there, but you could try and start climbing. The first thing you notice...
Can I jump up there?
You can't jump up there. No, unless you got leaping, something like a spell of leaping or boots of leaping.
Yeah, I have acrobatics. It has leap, but
you could do like a bit of, if there was like a ledge or something, I'd say you can. But one thing or if there was another window on the second floor, but because it's a third floor, you can't leap that far. I would give you a chance if there was you could do like a parkour Jackie Chan to a second floor. But
can I jump on Morlak as a stepping stone?
If he helps you, if he burns his action to help, I'll pay that he can sort of throw you up and then use your athletics. Your acrobatics.
Up to Morlak.
Yeah, I will help you.
All right, so Baki, what you do is you delay your turn and then you do a run up, and then Morlak, for you to boost or launch Baki into the air, it's a might check. You roll 1 dice. If you roll 4 or under, you're strong enough to give him a bonus dice to launch. You do. All right, so I'll say that he does give you enough power to give you a chance to grab on. So we'll say that, okay, I'll pay you acrobatics. Yeah, you're sort of leaping off his launch. You need a hard success, but you get a bonus dice. You did it without the bonus dice, I think, because you're skilled in that. Yep. So you get a hero point if you need it. No, you're a maximum as well. And what you notice, Brian, as you are surveying this window, Baki, you don't know how maybe he's got magic or something. You don't know how it happened, but Baki launches up and his hands grab the ledge at the window of the window that you're looking at.
Oh, okay.
It was quite spectacular, actually. Okay, so Morlak, unfortunately, you burnt your turn to help Baki. Well, not unfortunately, that's good teamwork. As we go back to the top of the round, which is Oakermore. And just hold 1 second. And I'm just going to say that Bart is just looking up at his master. Looking up in the sky. Roll a dice for Bart, Brian. If you roll a 1, it's good. Okay, he's just looking up at the sky towards you. Okay. All right, let's go Oakermore.
Watching as the face changing.
Oh, yes. That's right.
I've tried to mimic the face.
Yeah, you try to mimic the face, and essentially it is now to a point where, and you're trying to copy it, where it goes from its smiling face, and again, artist impression, all right? It changes to this, but doesn't change this drastically. Okay, just imagine it goes from a smile to a neutral face.
Okay.
Okay, so the sun has finally dipped. The snow is now upon you. You start feeling this chill as this snow starts falling. And the wind sort of starts picking up as well to make it sort of not falling vertically. It's sort of going as sort of a horizontally, sort of breaking against you.
Does it look like a puzzle?
Well, doors don't change, so you know that, you put one and one together and say this is magical, but as to what triggered it, because 2 things were occurring, or 3 things were occurring at the time: your search, the inclement weather, and the sun dropping. Yeah.
Okay, so I haven't actually taken
something.
action yet.
No, you haven't done anything. Hold on one second. Someone's just messaging me.
Sure.
Oh, what the hell? That's Jason's messaging me. I'll say, man, I'm playing a game. Sorry, guys. This is unprofessional.
Sorry.
Okay, yes. So do you want to make an action to perfectly mimic it? As in a mirror?
No. If it's changing, I'm going to assume it could possibly be something to do with weather. And I'm going to pull out my lantern and top it up with some oil and strike the lantern.
Oh, okay. You strike off an oil as you grab out the lantern, and you now have full illumination of this area. As you do, the shadow sort of casts on this. It's sort of bas relief, so it's like 3D. It's got contours, etc. in it, even though it's made of brass. And the expression doesn't change from its neutral point, so it's not getting any sadder, and it seems to be changing. So in those, essentially in that one round, it went from the smile to the neutral disposition. Have you got Tinderbox?
He strokes his beard and he turns to the wizard, looks up a bit, and then looks back down at the cleric and says,
"Oh, you just
"Better then, chaps.
You just dropped
Perhaps
out.
it's time." That's probably because I was actually mimicking the way it looked and speaking at the same time. Okay. So he's going to turn and look up, Brian.
Okay, you're definitely dropping out, because I can see your green is going on, off, on, off, on, off. So I don't know if it's... Now I can't hear at all, which is probably not
I have some terrible luck, don't I?
You do.
It's this chord, I swear it is.
Anyway, now you're solid. You're solid again. Go for it.
Lovely. Inspector Oakermore is going to look up at Brian, and he's going to look over to Monarch and say, "Perhaps, chaps, you might use some magic."
Okay.
How do you think I got up here?
Brian looks down at you. Okay, Brian, it's your turn.
Oh, you're definitely not a bird, are you?
You see a lantern strike. It is now shadowy because the sun is fully dipped, and because these clouds and this snow starting to come through, there's a 1D penalty now as you're looking. It's sort of like all snow sort of filling up the ledge quite quickly, and obviously holding on is Baki, getting ready for his turn. Did you roll for your... Where is your levitate? Oh no, it is this round and the round you cast in the next. So you can hover up here for this round. You can make another roll to go up, or you can just deactivate and float down.
Beforehand, I can't remember if both windows look the same or if the higher one was more...
I'll give you that. I'll give you that.
Was older.
What I'll tell you is... What will I tell you? Oh, what I'll tell you, which I probably should have said before, but there's actually 2 windows on each level, and they look identical. So imagine where you are, to your right, there's another window. So there's 2 windows against this wall, but they look identical. And the next story up, from what you can see before the snow and the dark fell in, you also saw the same glint of glass and shutters.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah.
All right, well... Am I able to I want to see if I can open the window, but I also would like to cast a spell of Dark Sea. However, can I do that while I'm in the air? If I cast that spell, that'll be my hold action for the turn, or will I get the ability to see if I can open the window as well?
You can try to well, the first thing you notice is the window doesn't have any latches to open. So the only thing that would open are the shutters behind. It doesn't look like they can get fresh air. So that glass is covering that whole, we'll say that it's sort of slightly stained or fancy, but
okay.
Yeah.
So I'd have to smash the window. There
Yes.
wouldn't be opening.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And there is behind there is shutters. So there'd be two things that need to be penetrated. But I'm
Yeah.
happy to say that you could cast Darkseid. That's definitely an action. But you wouldn't be able to smash the window at the same time. Don't forget, you'll have to recast Levitate next round. Otherwise, you'll drop 2 stories.
Yeah. Well, I speak to my friend who's jumped up to this level somehow, I'm not sure how, and say, do you want me to smash the window open? Because there's no easy opening. And based on his response, I'll smash it or not.
Baki?
Sure. It will help me get in.
Okay. All right. I'm going to bang it with my staff.
So forget the Darkseid and just get through the glass.
Yeah.
Yep, no worries. So it's just an attack. So it'd be a might roll. You're not skilled in weapons, so 1 dice. Unless you want to use... Look, I'll tell you, if you use a hero point to roll 2 dice and you get 2 successes, you might be able to smash the glass and the board. Because you're not too sure how strong it is, but at least you'll get a chance. With 1 dice, you won't have a chance to do both.
I'll use a hero point to do that.
Okay, roll 2 dice. You want both of them to be 3 or under. 1 success. Take that or another one.
Yeah, I'll take that.
All right. Take off a hero point, so you're down to 4.
Mm-hmm.
And yes, indeed, the window does not look magically enhanced or any other way secured, and you manage to shatter. Bits of glass fall down to the bottom. You know, sort of Morlak and Oakermore just got to sort of move away as glass sort of tinkers, so you've smashed it enough for someone to get to the wooden shutters, and that's your turn. All right.
All right,
so
Becky, you should be able to climb up and push through that now.
Baki up.
Bucky.
Yep.
Bucky, Becky.
What do you want to do, Bucks?
Or Becky.
Well, once I'm inside, what can I see?
Well, all you notice as you boost yourself up as a free action, you can see the glass has been shattered, but looks to be wooden shutters that look to be closed, so you can't see them through. I mean, you put your hand on it to push them open, I assume, just to see if you can as a free action open them. Do you want to do that?
Yeah.
No.
I'll try.
They seem to either be locked or jammed to some extent, so you would have to force your way through. Now,
Okay.
to do
I'll
that,
break them
you've
open.
got a -1d penalty because there's not much room to actually stay on this ledge and perform an action with this barrier in place. So you've got 1 die penalty to actually take any action because you need to be holding on to this ledge as well, if that affects you. So
Yeah,
how do you
that's
want to penetrate these shutters?
I'll punch it open.
Yep. So unarmed, you would normally get 2 dice, but you get 1 dice due to the penalty. Yeah, all right, make a roll. Bang, you throw your fist into the dead center of it, and indeed, you manage to, not only do you split the rafters, you break there was obviously some sort of security, like some sort of beam or lock on them, but you've smashed it open, and there's no light inside. It's basically just darkness, but it is the indoor area, and you can move as a free action inside, or you can remain just hanging on the ledge if you wish.
I'll go inside.
All right, it's fully dark as you step inside. Let's have a look. Level
Really dark. Okay.
3.
I'll light a torch if that's a free action.
You can't light a torch. All you can do is move in. I'll still give you the option of not moving in if you do wish, because given that you'll just be stepping into darkness. You realise.
I mean, I'm fine with being in darkness for 1 round.
All right, you are out of the inclement weather, if that's any good. You're right in the window area. Look, make as a reaction, I'll let you make a mind check just to see if you make out any details whatsoever. So this is just as a freebie. As you step in, you can make a mind check.
Oh,
Okay, you happen to tell that you're on floorboards, so you're on a solid structure, and to your right, you can just make up a stairwell going up and a door in front of you, but to your left is sort of darkness, shadows. So there's like looks like a sturdy wooden door ahead of you, and to your right, a wooden staircase ascending. Okay. All right, that's your turn because you spent your turn to move in.
Okay.
Morlak, after boosting Baki up the previous round, Brian hovering, Oakermore was lighting the lantern. You are in a fully lit area as the weather turns nasty.
Yeah, I will look at Oakermore and say, it looks like they found a way in. Should we try to join them?
Well, I highly doubt I'm going up there. Perhaps magic on the door might be a great idea.
Well, we could try the door. I will lift my hand up and touch the door and say, whatever will is on this door, do not survive the gaze of my god.
Ooh.
And I will cast reveal magic.
Well played. Well done. All right, make a mind roll, 4 or higher, and your god.
Yeah, and I'm gonna use a hero point.
Yeah, go for it. Roll 2 dice. You only need 1 success.
Oh, damn it. Except this door.
You can use another hero point to roll both those dice again.
Okay, I will try that.
Yeah. 2 successes.
Perfect.
No worries. So you're down to 2 hero points. And as you do that, what does your magic look like when you cast Reveal Magic? You've called upon your gods?
Yeah. As I lay my hand on the door, every crack on the door starts, becoming smoky. And as my hand pulls all the smoke from the door, it goes up through my nose, past my eyes. So you see a little smoke in my eyes so that I see what is there.
Oh, okay. I'm going to send you a message of something. And I'm terrible at sending messages because it took me ages last time. So let us see if I just go to you in here. Nylo. Message. Okay, that was better. This is what's revealed to you through the smoke. As I go back to the area. All right, as we get back to the top of the round, we are going to have a 10-minute break before the start of the next round. So can I ask my good friend and timekeeper, Mr. Tavis, I hate to spring this on you, but are you able to put in the dice roll chat when we return?
You can cast Tinker.
Where's Tavis?
You get that work.
Oh, Tavis is already gone.
I'm on it.
Oh, you're on it? All right. I'll see you guys back in 10 minutes. We'll have a break and we'll return for the next scene.
Okay.
Perfect.
Okay, we are back. Right, because we are at the top of the order, I'm going to get everyone to re-roll their turn order for possible combat. Well, not possible. Re-roll your turn order for combat. You want higher the better, and then once we see what the encounters are, we'll go from there. So we got Oakermore 16. Save. We got Nylo 21. Oh, I could hear myself back. I don't like that. 21. Baki also 21. We'll resolve that soon. I'll just get all these punched in. Someone hasn't rolled. Who hasn't rolled?
Brian.
Yep.
20. These aren't all very good at all. These are very bad, actually.
I actually want to re-roll first before I even roll. If the lowest is rolling for the encounter.
Hang on. So you don't want to see the encounter? You just want to re-roll now?
Nope. I want a straight re-roll.
Okay. Use a hero
Is that
point.
okay?
Yeah, use a hero point and re-roll your number.
Oh,
Okay.
Your point's better.
So you've gone up to that. So basically how it works, Morlak, is that we all roll turn order for combat, which we've all rolled. I will then we'll get some. I'll nominate someone to roll for the encounters turn order, and then once everyone knows what the encounters are, you can use a hero point to try and increase your turn order. But before I do that, I'm just gonna actually I'll make a note. Okay, encounter 1. There's actually 2 turn orders popping up here. Encounter 1 and encounter 2. And I'll just make a note so I know whose is whose. So to be fair. Okay, so who rolled the lowest? Oh, still you, Oakermore. Okay, roll for encounter 1.
This is what I was hoping not for.
You don't want to roll for the baddies. 22, that's not too bad.
That's not too bad. Yeah.
22.
Me and Monarch are tied right now, so.
Yep, just hold on. Let's just one step at a time. And I will get Monarch, you can roll for encounter. Oh, sorry, Brian, you can roll for encounter 2. Because at the moment, only I know what this means. Excuse me?
How good's that?
Excuse
10.
me? You've just broken
That's a
the
ripper.
game. You have broken the game. All right, 10. You don't have to worry about that encounter turning up then. 10. All right, so now I'm going to go from top to bottom and see if you want to re-roll. So first of all, I'm sorry, the lowest to tie. So Oakermore, do you want to re-roll to try and beat 22?
You know what? Yes,
All right.
I am going to
Use
try.
another hero point and
There we go.
hello,
I knew it was coming sooner or later.
hello.
I thought that was going to be the encounters.
Okay, so
down
that
4.
cost you 2 hero points. Yep. All right. Next in the turn order was Brian. Do you want to re-roll to try and beat 22? Use a hero point.
Um,
You've got
no.
4
that's all right.
left. Nope. So there we are. What about Baki? Do you want to re-roll to try and beat 20?
Yes.
Yep. Baki
I
always.
will.
Baki loves the odds. There you
Yeah.
go. That could have been Brian's number. Baki 25 puts you second in the turn order. And thank you everyone for just controlling this process because it can be a bit crazy. Morlak, do you want to re-roll to try and beat 22? Otherwise you'll act up.
No, I'm staying where I am.
All right, I'm now going to put everyone in their orders. That's good. Everyone's got a different number. See how it all worked out. All right, so acting first. I'm going to describe what is starting to occur. Okay,
Sure.
but something in the back of your neck tingles that it's not a good thing. Okay, you, Oakermore, because you're at the top, the wind starts howling, whistling. It's changing very quickly. And then you notice it's already twilight hours. So visibility outside of your lantern light is already very bad. But you notice what seems to be a giant black shadow just pass over you. It sort of engulfs the area like, it's almost like a cloud passing over and then blocking you out almost in darkness and then, dissipating, but you realize it's not a cloud. And when you look up, as you just automatically do into the sky, you see this. Pasting it now in, is it encounter 1 or 2? It's encounter 2. Okay, so that's probably good. All right, so encounter 2 is this, and I'll describe it. Right, this black cloud passes over you, and then you realize it's not a cloud because as it turns, we'll say just as it turns over the horizon where the sun is sort of setting and you just see the red glow of the sun, you realize that it's an enormous winged bird with a massive wingspan, these monstrous claws as it swoops around to head back towards you, and your estimate is that it's the same size as the tower.
So the whole bird's the size of a tower.
Yep.
What?
So you see that in the distance, but it's probably good that it's 10 because it sort of gives the dramatic effect that it swooped over you and then turned around. And as it turned around, silhouetted against the red sky, you realize, holy shit, it's a giant bird.
Good chaps, I suggest we get the fuck inside now. He
And
just
you
yells,
hear
Oakermore
Bart go,
yells out to-
"Mah," Bart goes, "Mah."
Yep.
It's your move. Oh, and also, you already did this. So Morlak has just finished divinating, but hasn't said. You can speak, Morlak. It's a free action, But at the
Yeah,
moment,
I did reveal it to Inspector
Yeah.
Oakermore. I
Yep.
sent it to him in the chat.
all right. So that I'll say that you
Yeah.
explain to him. You quickly say the words.
Okay.
Yeah,
With
exactly.
with the knowledge imparted to me from my big friend Morlak, I'm going to yell out to Brian, hovering fellow, would you mind dropping me your blade?
You've got no weapons. Sorry.
It's not to fight, you see.
Yeah. Yeah, I'll do some daggers. So is that what you're after? My silver dagger?
Yes.
Yep. No worries. I'll drop that before I try to get in the window.
Yep, dropping is a free action. Speaking is a free action. So the team quickly
Nice.
network. And let me just see. What are you dropping?
His silver dagger.
Is that the one you've put with Quartermaster, or is that an old note?
No, there's nothing with the quartermaster. The only thing is with the tent.
He's got a silver throwing blade on him. One silver throwing blade.
It says with Quartermaster. What does that mean? Was that from?
I think that's ancient text from a long time ago.
Okay, delete that text because I'll assume that you would have,
Yeah.
if it's on you, wouldn't have the Quartermaster. Is it double listed in your Quartermaster list?
I don't even know where there is a quarter. The only thing I'm aware of is I've got like a tent and
You've got
some
a
stone
link.
gear. So
You've got a link in your chat. I'll just click it there.
All
Your
right.
character sheet. No, it isn't there. So that was just an old note. No problem. All right. Yes, that drops down as a free action, and you've got a silver dagger to throw.
temporarily.
I'm going to push it towards the door.
Apologies, because I've actually lost the chat. I've gone back to Age of Adventure Discord. Terrible skills at play here, everyone. Okay, so it drops down. Apologies for that. That sort of excitement. So Brian drops down the silver throwing blade, and you pick it up.
Yep, and I move it towards the door, pushing it towards the door.
As
Not necessarily an
soon
attack.
as you pick it up, forget about doing anything else, or actually as it's falling, the glint of the silver runs along the door, and then when you pick it up, the blade starts glowing and the light reveals a latch in the door that was not there before. You fully checked. It's like a silver latch that can be reached as in a door handle, a door ring.
Yep.
What do you wish to do as that presents?
Open it.
I'll say your action is then to open, because your free action was to pick up the thing. You actually opened it, and the door opens to reveal with your lantern that you do have. Quickly go to that first floor. It's basically a
Ground
hall.
floor?
Yeah, it's like a wide hallway. With all again constructed that mortared white stone, and your lantern lights up the entire hallway to reveal a door on the left, a door on the right, and a staircase going up. But it's clear
Okay.
and able to be entered. The floor underneath is like white stone, not concrete.
Sure. I don't know about you chaps, but I'm certainly not in the mood to be bird food. And he's going to walk in.
No worries. Oakermore uses his free action to pick up, his action to grab the dagger or whatever and open the door, and his move action to go in. Perfect. You are now inside with the lantern, and this whole area is lit up. Baki, you are inside. As I mentioned, you couldn't see too much, but you can make out what seems to be a staircase to your right, a door ahead, and then possibly the hallway continues into darkness to your left. But you notice it was starting to get chilly outside, yes? When you got in, you're like, oh, you felt, okay, I'm out of the cold and the chill. But suddenly you notice the cracking of ice, and you see on your, if you're wearing, what are you wearing? What sort of clothing you're wearing? Oh, you
Leather armor.
yeah,
Mostly.
you notice your leather armor glints with a glistening sheet of ice as you realize, what the hell's going on? It's starting to get really cold inside this passage.
Can I see any other like rooms past this, or
Unfortunately, all your eyes can detect is that staircase going up, a door ahead, and then darkness to your left. Now, you can spend a round to adjust your eyes, concentrate, get another mind check if you want.
no? Do I know what's happening outside?
Did you yell? I think, well, Brian's right hovering outside the window, and I don't think Oakermore would have had to raise his voice. Yeah, I'll say that you do. Yeah, because you've broken the window on that, so you've picked up something about... Well, what did you say, Oakermore? What have you warned them of?
I yelled out to them, unless they want to be bird food, they should probably get the fuck inside.
All right. So according to Oakermore, you're safe because you're inside.
Can I see the bird?
Nope.
If I look out?
Yeah, okay, it's free action. You stick your head out. The snow sort of whips against you. Make a mind check. You can't... don't make a mind check. You can't see it just as you stick your head out. All you see is Brian hovering like Jesus with his feet crossed like a god. But you can use your action to search around.
Yeah, I'll actually... can I just ask Brian if there's issues with anything outside?
Yeah, well, as a free action, you ask Brian. Now, Brian, you have also seen the giant bird because you're outside. You saw the dark cloud. You saw it head towards the horizon, and now it's on its way back.
Yeah, there's a giant bird behind me, so I want to get inside as quickly as I can.
Okay. I'll go outside. You go inside.
Okay.
You sure you want to go outside? Anyway,
Yeah.
So, Baki, it's your turn. So the only two options you've got not two options. Basically, to go outside, you can basically go on the ledge, but to get out of the way so Brian can get in, you either have to jump down, dangle, or climb up. Unless you can think of another option other than those. That's all I can think of.
I can probably jump down.
Okay, it's 3 stories onto grassland. So you're pretty sure that 1 story you could jump no problem. 2 story I'd pay with a leap, but the 3rd story will be damaged. So you will get some damage from this leap. Unless you can think of some other way to land safely. Or for someone to catch you.
Can't he just climb down 1 level and then jump?
Yep, you're climbing down that 1 level will be his action for this round.
Slide down the vines. Tarzan man.
Okay.
That is very interesting of an idea.
There are vines.
Sure.
There are vines. They aren't that strong because they've been weathered by time. So you could, I mean, it's balance, I guess, acrobatics. Okay, you could swing down with the vines. It's a hard check, and I'll pay that using the vines.
Okay. I'm going to go for it.
All right, roll 2 dice.
Hey.
Yep. All right, Baki, you leap out, much to Brian's amazement. First you flew up here, now you're flying back down, and you grab onto the vines, and the vines start tearing, but as they tear, they actually drop you down in a safe way, and you land. So as your action, you've landed in the doorway, right next to Morlak, who's like, what? All the vines, crash around you. They sort of half cover Bart the third, who's looking up at its master.
They're giving him some food to eat.
You're still outside, Baki. Do you want to move inside? You see the lantern. You can move in there as your free action if you wish.
Nope, I want to be outside the bird.
All right, you are outside and you can see in the distance this giant bird that they were all speaking of. It's coming at a rapid pace back towards the tower. And from your calculations with your mathematics, you realize, okay, this is as big as the tower. This is a big bird, as they call it on Sesame Street. Okay, Baki, that's your move. You've landed right next to Morlak as Encounter 1, the mystery that is Encounter 1. As I check my notes. Okay, Encounter 1 occurs and nothing affects any of the team. We go to Brian. Brian, you need to do something because your levitation is about to dissipate.
Yes, I've been suspended in midair for like half an hour now, so I'll see if I can go through that window.
Yep, I'll say that you're close enough that you just push yourself through as a free move action. and then when your levitate dissipates, you land on the solid ground, which is strong floorboards. And as a free reaction, you can make a mind check just to get your bearings. So this isn't an action. This is just a freebie to see what you can get your bearings at. No. Do you want to use a hero point to reroll or take that?
I'll take that.
All right. You just...
yeah, I'll take it.
All right. You land on solid ground, but as you look around, all you see is shadowy darkness. But almost immediately you realize you've gone from the cold chill of a snowstorm emerging to the icy chill of like some frozen tomb. And as soon as you go in, you're like, holy crap. Like, you know, if you got a beard or whatever, you don't have a beard, do you? You got a mustache, I think. But it starts, you have got a beard. It starts getting icicles on it. You see like a sheet of ice start going on your cane. You haven't got any damage, but this is all occurring. It's still your turn though. So that was just like embellishing. So something's happening in there.
All right, I'm going to cast Dark Sea.
There we go. All right, make a Dark Sea roll. 1 dice.
Yeah, and a hero point.
You do. Yep, you only need 1 success to do that. You get a hero point back as you build up that reservoir. And with that roll, you notice 4 things. And I'll describe them now, but that'll end your turn. Okay, to the left. So basically, you're on a in a passageway. The passageway ends at 2. Actually, I'll paste this. I'll try and use my skills.
Actually, how long does it last for? Because with Dark Sea, it says for one plus D rounds. So
yeah.
So do I roll again?
I'll just say it lasts for this round plus 3 because you rolled a 3. Or do you want to roll a D6 where you want to try your bets?
Yeah, I'll roll a D6 because it's actually due to be high.
Okay, it's 1 plus D6 then.
Yeah, there you go.
Right, your Dark Sea is fully activated, and I'll paste
7 rounds.
I'll paste the picture in the encounters. Encounter 1. Yep. Huh? Did I paint? What did I paste there? Did anything appear or not?
I can't see anything in Encounter 1.
Okay, I don't know where I pasted that, but someone in some Discord channel just got a picture of something. Let's see if I can paste it in our thing. Let's copy it and paste it. Yeah, now it's working. Okay, so you're in a hallway. You've entered from the topmost window, so the highest one at the top. And to your right is a stairwell going up. Directly in front of you are 2 doors. They both look identical, like sturdy wooden doors. And to your left, at the end of the corridor, is another stairwell, but that's going down. So the one you're closest to is going up. The main thing that concerns you, though, is in that stairwell to your right, which is a near distance away, you see this figure. And the figure is a ghostly white entity dressed in very smart attire, all white. You can see through this individual because you can see the staircase behind him. And at this point, he says these words as his free action. What does he say? You have to jump from different levels. Level 3. He says, "No, leave now. You are forbidden to enter." And he's pointing at you. Okay. You can speak to him as a free action if you wish.
I could respond. I say, "That's not very hospitable. We're here on friendly, as a friendly meeting."
"You are forbidden!" And when he does that, like he sort of ripples with, you sense energy and anger coming from his body, even though he doesn't look that angry there, but imagine like pure anger when you do speak, which you can tell you can communicate with this individual.
I say, "You've got no sense of humor."
He zaps you when you turn to dust. All right. No, let's go to Morlak. Morlak, you're outside, side by side with Baki, the leaping freak.
Can I grab Baki's collar and the goat's reins and pull them inside?
You can definitely grab.
I will.
You can definitely grab the goat reins, but unless Baki agrees, you can't pull him in. But you can suggest to him, get in.
Okay, I will grab the goat and I will start pulling the goat inside. As I pass by Baki, I will look at him. Get up and inside, man. Don't just lie there.
What do you want to say, Bucky? You're looking at this bird.
I have a plan. It might be stupid, but it also might be really cool.
All right, he says that to you. As Morlak, you get inside as your free action, because to grab the reins and move inside, it's the free action. So you've brought Bart in. He doesn't fight you or anything, or stay out. He sort of makes one sort of honk as he disappears, as he realizes his master's gone. But then he decides to follow you in out of the cold. And you are now in the hallway. I might as well post you the picture as well. Now look, I've started doing this. Look what I've started. If you don't mind. It takes a few seconds, but could be good, I guess. I'll put you in encounter 2. So I don't know if it's all going to get confusing, but anyway. So you're part of encounter 2. And you see you're at the southern end. That southern end is the face door that has opened. So it's opened inwards. And then there's a door on the left, door on the right. The hallway is fully lit by the lantern of Oakermore. And there's a staircase going up.
Can I touch Baki as I pass him?
Yes. You can touch him. You just can't force him to do anything.
No, so as I pass him, I will bless him.
Oh!
Blessed be you, thy fool.
Okay, yeah. Make a roll. Wow.
Yes, sir.
What does your blessing look like on Baki?
Well, as I touch him, he just kind of feel some electricity go down his body, and he feels empowered
Wow.
to do whatever he has in mind.
Yep. So, Bucky, you've got a bonus dice that you can use at your discretion within the next 1D rounds. So you've got time, definitely for the next one. Or if you're going to use it a bit later, we'll get Nylo to roll 1 dice. But at the moment, for the next round, will definitely be okay. But you can choose when you use it. You can choose, you're in control of it.
And as I get inside, I look at Inspector Oakermore and say, I brought the food. Referring to the goat.
So at least you can hunker down for the winter with Bart. Okay, as Morlak does that, we go to the next encounter, which is this gigantic beast. It flies directly at you, Bucky. And as it gets to a vicinity where it can attack you in melee, you realize its head is sort of like mid-tier of the tower. Its wings are just blocking out the sky, and its talon strikes down upon you. Having valiantly stayed outside. If that was your plan, it's working. Now, you can choose to dodge its claw attack, or you can choose to try and block it, and then you can also decide whether you want to use the blessing on this action. So do you want to block or dodge? Start with that.
Well, normally blocking would be 1 dice, right?
Blocking's 1 dice unless you've got something that can help you, like a shield or something. Oh, you do have something.
I have Amberses.
Yeah, so if you want to block, you'll get 2 dice. If you want to dodge, you get 1 dice. But remember, you can enact the blessing if you wish to add an extra dice. But you can only get 1.
Okay, I'll use the blessing for now because it's guaranteed 0 damage. So I'll use a blessing to dodge.
Dodge. All right. Roll 2 dice. You're skilled at dodging.
Apparently
No,
not. Can I use a hero point?
You can't. You can use a hero point. You're trying to get 2 successes to be guaranteed. He does.
Okay.
All right. It costs you 1 hero point as this claw strikes down and takes a chunk out of the stone or the rock that is the path. The thing, it lifts up the path and it screeches, and everyone within the tower and probably the neighboring villages for miles away hear this The scream. Let me just see. And it gets a second swipe at you. So you can choose to dodge or block.
Okay, great. So this one I can't.
This time
dodge
it's going with
hero
its
point.
beak.
I think I'm gonna use a hero point to dodge again.
All right, roll 2 dice as its beak comes slamming down like a chicken pecking on a little paunch.
Come on.
Do you want to use a hero point, or do you want to just take the chance that maybe one success is enough of this monstrous creature's maw?
I don't think I believe this is not a hard. I'm gonna use a hero point.
Okay.
Okay. Finally.
You manage to dodge not only its massive claw that thumps into the ground like a volcano erupting, then its beak comes down, it plants like a full 6 feet into the ground and then comes straight out again, ripping up roots and, the undergrowth, bits of rock fly everywhere. You guys inside the thing just see this massive destruction of earth, and you just see Baki dancing around like a, boxer, dodge weave, like dancing like a butterfly. And this creature does its best to try to assail you, but fails. And as the debris sort of settles and the snow brushes against you, Baki stands untouched. The GM claps. That bravery and that performance. Well done. All right. We go past the encounter. So we know encounter 2 is the giant bird. So I'll just say here. It's actually called a rock. Which seems like a stupid name for a bird, but anyway. That's what it's called. Okay, let's go to Oakermore.
He does a slow clap. He's clapping. He's impressed.
You've got a few crevices outside that weren't there before. Outside the front door.
Are you good out there, chap? Do you need any healing?
No, I'm untouched.
Lovely. And he's going to turn to the wooden doors.
Okay.
So there's 2 doors in the
I
hallway.
will, yes. Now the doors aren't the same. So the 2 doors that are in this hallway, the one on your left, which I'll just make sure, and see now I've pasted a picture. I have to, anyway. One of them, I think it's the one on your left, looks like a heavy wooden door with beams, supporting beams to suggest that it's some sort of secure room. The one on the right is made of iron. It has a slit, so it's resembling a cell. So if you imagine like an iron bound door with a little slit that you can look in. And there's also a lever to the side of that door.
Okay. Am I would appear in there?
100%, yep. So as a free action,
Without...
yeah, you look inside.
Yeah, just to have a look, lift the lantern up. Like there's anything in there, and I'm going to attempt to open the other door.
Okay, so with a free action, you put the lantern as close as you can, but you can barely put your face in there, but you put the lantern as best you can, and all you can make out is that it's very gloomy because...
Oh my god.
I can't hear.
Can't hear me?
You might need to swap Wi-Fi's. No, it's real bad. Again.
Hold on, I'll swap to... Oh, gee, that's not good. It's having trouble finding the other network. Uh-oh.
Wow.
I don't know how you can hear me because now it says I'm not connected. Oh, here we go. Now I've connected to the second. Now, is that better?
No.
No. Oh, crap. What do I do? Okay.
You got
Let me do a speed.
Wi-Fi on your...
I can hotspot from my phone. Let me just check my
Maybe
Wi-Fi.
just try to restart the Discord. It could also be Discord.
Yeah.
Well, I disconnected and reconnected.
You sound better now.
Now you sound perfect. Yeah.
Oh, really? Okay.
Yeah, it just took a hot minute.
Oh, maybe because I changed Wi-Fi. I changed
Yeah.
Wi-Fi servers.
I think we're good again.
You good again?
Yeah, it sounds much better. Much better.
So from what you can tell without making your turn to check thoroughly, is that it's an empty room. The only thing that you make out is that the ground is covered with sort of straw, and there seems to be a secondary light, a gloomy one coming from the ceiling. But you can't
I don't like the look
make
of
that out.
Yeah. Nah, it's all right. He doesn't like the look of that. So he's going to turn to the wooden door. I said, well, perhaps this is the one then. And he's going to attempt to tinker. I think it's going to be a tinker roll. If it looks like it's...
Now, I don't know if it's just me, but you're dropping out. I see your green is going
Is my...
on, off.
Oh, also, give me... I'm going to unplug and replug.
It could just be me, though. Because I'm the one causing the issues, I guess.
I heard it too.
Okay.
So.
Yeah.
Nah, it's this cord on the mic. Anyway, so I'm going to... If I need Tinker, I'm going to use Tinker to attempt to open the wooden door.
Okay, so you've done like a free action look through that other door. All I'll get you that you can do really now is you quickly do the handle and it's not locked.
Done.
What was that?
Done. I'll open that other door then.
Yep, you open it up and it looks to be a storeroom. It's a high ceiling room. You just see it's fully stacked with boxes, crates, sacks and barrels, but all of them look, although they're intact, you can see that they're weathered sort of with age. There's like cobwebs.
Yep.
There's a lot of claps of dust on a lot of them. You see some rats scurry away from some cracks in some of the wooden ones. Yeah, so it's just full of storage.
Yep. I'm stepping into the room.
All right. Do you want to start searching or preparing to search?
If I can search on this turn.
Yeah, because we'll say that all you've done is have a quick peek, open the door, move in, and for your action you can search. I'm happy to do that.
Yeah, done. Flick my monocle down, my extra layered monocle down, and I'm going to look for something flammable.
Oh, okay, yep, make a roll. You're cursed with those ones, just like I am with
I'm spending a hero point.
Yeah. Okay, with that, you don't get the hero point back, but with a quick search, straight away you realise most of the stuff is just old, either clothing or play, stuff that would be in a tower for normal usage. But you do notice two things. One, all the wood is still very dry. Everything is the sacks and all that sort of stuff. There's some straw there. So there's is that the sort of stuff you're looking for?
Yeah, or a bottle of something flammable,
yeah, you see
like some old
there's this
whiskey or something.
Yeah, you see there's bottles of like something flammable in terms of whatever is high percentage whiskey or something like that. That's fine.
Yeah.
You've got that, and the second thing you find is that there, because that's 2 successes. Yeah. As you're rummaging through, you notice as you move one of the boxes to look through, flammable. Oh yeah, this bottle will do. You see there's a little case, and it's black velvet case. It's sort of like an attaché case. Imagine that, but it isn't. It just has 2 latches on the front. That's all you can do though, because you've done like heaps.
Yeah, no,
you've found that.
That's good.
All right,
Thank you.
Baki, you're outside. The rock hasn't retreated. It's like you guys can all hear it. It's like a dinosaur, bloody, letting out this massive. You're only making it angrier because it can't get you.
I haven't had a turn yet, Age.
You're 20. You went inside. Remember, that was the last turn. You went inside and got the chills, and you activated Dark Sea. Because now we're doing combat turn order.
Okay, I thought that the next turn was when anyway, that's right.
Yeah. So, Bucky.
Yeah.
You're outside at the feet of this rock creature.
Mm-hmm.
What do you want to do?
The bird is a bit above me, right?
Yeah, it hasn't moved. It's only you've only made it angrier because it can't get you on its 2 attacks.
I'm gonna string up my bow and shoot it.
You're in melee. If that.
Oh, I am.
Yep.
Then for now, I'm just gonna punch it. Oh, can I grapple it actually?
You can't. You can only grapple your size or smaller. So you could grapple its claw. But I don't know what you're going to do when you hold onto it. Other than that, if you want to hold it, if it flies away, you stay with it.
Yeah, no, I guess I'll punch it then.
Yeah, you jump up. You sort of climb up its legs to launch a punch at it, make a roll. You've got unarmed and you've got your gauntlets.
Yep.
You do get 2 successes, and indeed you do land a solid blow. Is it just like a boxing punch?
A spinning back fist.
He's blessed, isn't it? Does he
And
do
does a
extra damage?
Shinryuken. He does the Shinryuken from
He does
Street Fighter.
he jump up as the snow whips around you, and you like do a spin like a cyclone, and one of your reverse fists crack into it, and you hear a crack, as in you've definitely punched it enough to penetrate its feathers and skin, and you've done like maybe a hairline fracture to its one of its bones. So it definitely can. No, it doesn't. It only gave him an extra chance to dodge. He used it for dodge. So yeah, with that you managed to engage it, and you realise that it only required a standard success to hit.
Oh.
Okay, you can't do extra damage this one
Damn.
because you only
How is this
realise
so easy?
you only realise after you hit it that it's big, but it's not that quick in terms of dodging attacks. All right. Do you want to move? You can move as a free action as you land back in this light snow that's covering the ground after doing a spinning back fist into its leg.
Wait, let me check. Is there any room I could cover myself in? Is the door open to go inside, or is it closed?
No one said they closed it, so it's open, and you can see Morlak and the goat in there, but you can't see Oakermore.
I'll go inside for now, just so I can prepare my bow.
So leave the door open?
Yeah.
Okay, it's a large door, but there's no way this creature can get its body in. It might be able to sort of get its beak a little bit in or cause some damage to the structure, but I'll say you get to a near distance, you get back where Morlak is and the goat, so that you're out of its range per se, unless it manages to barge through this whole thing, in which case this tower will be falling very quickly. But you get an arrow and you notch it after doing an attack as we go to encounter 1, which is okay. So Brian, you had that you activated your Dark Sea, you saw all of the things that I described. And you suddenly realize that you are overcome with a freezing chill. It automatically does 1 point of damage, so it can't be dodged or anything like that. So that point of damage comes off your stamina.
I recall I have an extra built-in ability for resistance. Let me just see.
Do you? No, you don't.
What is it? Let me just see.
Willpower.
I've got willpower. Yeah.
Oh yeah, this is not nothing to do with the mind. So this is the cold. Does 1 point of damage to you.
Oh.
And then speaking of willpower, actually before I do that, don't forget the silver dagger, Oakermore. If you want to carry that, just put it on your item, or else I don't know what you're gonna do with it. You can put it on Bart. So you get 1 damage.
Yeah, I'll put it on Bart.
Yep, no worries. Yeah, what's that? Oh, the bless, yeah. Okay, so your stamina goes down to 3. And then you need to make a hard resilience check. So you don't have resilience, so it's a hard might check. Now, it's impossible for you to try to resist this effect unless you're happy to do a hero point, and then you need to roll 2 dice and both have to be under 3. Otherwise, I'll just tell you what happens.
I'm going to use 2 hero points
You can only use one at
to
a
roll
time.
3 dice.
So
No, but I
first-
want to have 3. I want to have 3 dice
you can't.
to get 2 of them under.
You can't.
I can't.
All you can do
Okay.
is so right at this point, you've currently got 1 dice to try to beat this effect. You can use a hero point to make it 2 dice, but you can't use 2 hero points. What you could do is use 1 hero point. If you fail that, use a hero point to re-roll. But we'll take one step at a time. So you want to use the 1 hero point and try to stop the effect?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yep.
No.
Okay, I'll roll again.
All right. Use another hero point. Nope. Do you want to use another hero point? You're down to 3.
Yeah, one more.
Okay. You're down to
Yep.
2, but you
And that's
managed to...
it.
Yep, so change your hero points to 2 and your stamina to 3, please. And then what you notice, as you get this chill effect from this... Well, it's from the area. You only assume that this encounter is causing it, I assume. Yeah, the ice starts like it. You're basically encased in ice. Imagine if you've been out the snow, you know, you see them with all the ice on them, but it doesn't actually do any extra damage to you.
Okay, but you said I'm encased in ice. Does that mean I can't move?
No, you're not inhibited in any way.
Okay.
It looks as though the initial chill that you got, the automatic 1 damage, would have, you know, been more than 1 damage if you weren't able to, you know, fortify yourself to resist that. But don't forget, you rolled, you used 3 hero points, so you're down to from 5 to 2.
2.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's right. Yep. All right, so I get my action now.
Well, hang on. Are you going to update? Because I still see stamina 4 and hero points 3. Unless you
So
haven't
I
picked
changed
that
my
up.
hero. Yeah, sorry. Hero points down to 2, and stamina is 4.
3.
And I'm also
Stamina is 3.
sorry. Yeah, I'm going to put my ring on as well.
Okay, change that to on as a free action.
Yep.
Slip your ring on. And now it is your turn. And,
All right,
and this individual still saying, "You are forbidden to enter."
Okay. I pull out my holy water and I throw it on him.
Oh, okay. Make a might check as you grab the holy water, uncork it with your mouth, and try to splash it on him. No.
I'll roll again. Another hero point.
Okay. Yep. So you're down to 1 hero point. As the holy water hits him, you notice his demeanor it doesn't go through him. So even though he's translucent, the holy water hits him, and you see he sort of hisses, and then he disappears. All that's left is sort of the sprinkles of, like, the effervescence of opening a can of Pepsi. So
Cool.
you can do a move now if you wish. The stairwell, the 2 doors, or the other. Oh, that picture. I showed you the picture. He was blocking the stairwell up.
Yeah, well, I'm going to go to the window because my aim on my next turn is to have an attack at the giant chicken.
Oh, okay. You look out the window, and you don't have to look very far because it's as big as the tower, and you can see it looking downwards, you know, squawking as you hear it crack, like something cracked in it, and it let out a screech. All right.
Is it possible for me to start preparing for the next round for a spell?
Yeah, unfortunately not, because your action was to throw the holy water. But you are.
Yes, but you said I had a movement action. If I'm not moving, then it gives me preparation time instead.
No, move is just a free action, not to prepare or anything like that. So are you happy to be near the window, or do you want to be somewhere else?
I'm going to step back a bit because when I obviously cast a spell,
Yeah, you can move again. So, all right, we'll just say that you're looking at the window. You're looking at the window, but you're not right in the window as a target.
Yeah.
Yep, fine.
Yeah.
Morlak, you're on your own in the hallway with Bart the Third.
Yeah, did the bird start attacking with its beak inside the hole?
It hasn't had its turn yet. It's because the bird is encounter 2, which is, where's the bird gone?
Next in turn.
Oh yeah, because I called it rock, didn't I? I only forgot what I renamed it. Yeah, it's the next turn. So.
Can I then step on the side?
Oh, you were supposed to be before,
of
Brian. Apologies about that.
Yeah, it doesn't matter. Can I then step on the side of the hole and whack it as it if it peeks through?
You can prepare. You can do two things. If you want to anticipate that it's going to, like trying to get in, you can. Well, yeah, you can prepare. Basically, what happens is if you want to delay to perform an attack, you can do that. It means you'll get an advantage, an extra dice, and be able to act before the enemy. But your turn order will then become 10. So you're effectively sacrificing your turn order to prepare a sort of an advantage sneak attack or like an ambush on it. So you would move in a position, delay, and then your turn order would act right before the rock.
Okay, I will do that then.
Okay, so once we get to the next round, you'll have to, well, it'll be a 50-50 whether you act before the rock or after. But for this round, you delay, changes your turn order, but the rock doesn't try to get in. It squawks as you enter the tower for whatever reason, you're not too sure. And you see some big flaps as the snow and dust and dirt sort of fly into the hallway. And with that, it's gone. It disappears into the night sky. You hear one more loud squawk and then that echoes away in the distance.
Chicken!
I will look at the goat and say, see, even the giant bird fear me.
It nods. It likes you. It's like, yeah, I don't need Brian. You were my protector. He left me. It sort of says that in its mind that you somehow detect through the gods. As we go with the threats all round, seemingly gone, Oakermore.
Yes, so he has compiled all of the things that he finds that he deems to be flammable, some liquids, and I'm going to attempt to tinker up a firebomb.
Oh, okay. Now, before you do that, don't forget there's that case. It's sort of like a narrow attaché case. Well, it's not an attaché case. It's just sort of a...
Is it going to require an action for me to...
No. I just didn't want to give... Because you had so many freebies. You could just undo the latches and pop it open if you wish.
It looks like it would be important, but I don't really have the room, so I'm looking to just tinker up some things.
Okay. Now, what are you making, like Molotovs?
Yeah.
All right, roll D6. That's how many bottles you've got that you can tinker up. Okay, there's 2, enough for 2, so make your tinker roll. This is not difficult by any stretch for your capability. And there you go. Not difficult
2 successes.
Yep, so now each bottle... Well, you've got 2 options. You can make 1 bottle 1 slot, and then it'll have a full impact of like a full bottle and, you know, a large bottle per se. Or you can have them as small bottles, but then there's only a 1 in 6 chance when they impact that they'll actually catch fire.
I was thinking of making proper... I'm going to put all this stuff... I'm going to put the case and the 2 fire bombs that I've just made into Bart's leather satchel.
Oh, okay, no worries.
So essentially, yeah, that would be... So they're single slot items.
Slots, yeah,
a pot of oil
Molotov,
type thing.
Tinkered fire bombs, you can call them.
Yep.
You've got 2. They have to be lit, 1 action to light, unless you throw them at something already on fire.
Yep.
And you've also got a case, which still is your free action you could open, if you want to be the one that opens it.
Oh, yeah.
Okay. And Brian, do you mind if Oakermore updates that for Bart?
Well, he can't edit it, so only I can.
I'll just...
Yeah.
Yeah. I just
Maybe.
chucked in a thing there.
Notes or something.
I'm doing that now.
Okay, cool. Yeah, you can paste it in. You can paste it as a comment.
Yeah, they take up...
I'm just doing it now. Just calm down.
So the fire bombs take up a slot each.
Yeah. Okay.
Going to try my camera again for the purposes of any possible spectators just looking at 5 boxes. But I won't risk putting the spotty cord. That I reckon that might have destroyed me.
Could be soaking up the damage.
Okay, so Oakermore, you fashion that and get that ready. Baki.
Yep. I opened the case.
Oh,
as
sorry.
well,
You
if
open the
that was
case,
if
yes.
it was a
Sorry, you
reaction.
open the
Yeah.
case, and it is a velvet-lined case with an arrow in it, but the arrow seems to be made of glass. One arrow.
Does it look familiar, as in like similar material that I've jotted down in my notepad?
No.
Okay.
Looks very fragile. Okay, you'd be thinking this is sort of ornamental. So
I'm
anyway, you've
gonna
got a glass
ask-
arrow.
yeah.
It only counts as a normal arrow because you don't see of anything untoward about it, but just keep your mind.
I'm
you'll
going to
find
just keep it in the case and put it on Bart, if
You
that's
can
okay.
update the case that it's holding a glass arrow. Baki,
Yeah.
your foe, after that mighty, what was it called? Backward punch or something?
Backward, with a spinning back fist.
The spinning back fist. After you performed the spinning back fist, you didn't think you did that much damage. You heard a crack, but you obviously did enough damage to make it flee, but you were inside and it didn't look like it was... You don't know why, but it didn't pursue you, even though Morlak was
Is it
ready
still
for
in
it.
shooting distance?
No, because on its action it moves a far distance and there is no visibility outside due to the snowstorm that is now pounding against the walls.
Huh. Damn. Okay.
What do you wish to do? There's staircase, there's a storeroom, and there's a cell door that's closed. And there's back outside.
I'll go up the staircase.
All right, you move up the staircase and you get... Well, actually, you ascend into darkness. So you're near the top of the stairs, close to the landing, but you obviously can't see anything because there's no light in the room.
Oh yeah. Is lighting a torch a free action?
No, but you can move up the staircase and light your lantern at the same time.
Yeah, I'll do that.
All right, take off an oil, and you enter the second floor, which is a large room that takes up... it's a large room. I was going to say how much room. It's a large room, but it's all covered in dust, suffering from neglect. But it's obviously the main living area of the tower. So I'll do a picture for you. The main thing you notice, apart from what I'm about to show you, there's a spiral staircase going up, which you remember on the other level. I'll just put it in Encounter 1. So you've come up the stairs of the north. They weren't spiral, they were just straight stairs. So imagine you came up there, you turn to the right, you light your lantern, and you can see you can see the spiral staircase going up, and you can see furniture, comfortable chairs, a fireplace. But it's all in neglect and long ago unused, covered in dust.
Mm-hmm.
So that's your turn. There's nothing else you can really do. Brian, as you are looking out the window, the giant rock, or the rock, screeches and with one big flap of its wings disappears into the snowy heavens. As you yell out chicken.
All right. I will head down the stairs towards my team.
Okay, you go down. Okay, so you go to down the hallway because the stairs down is on the other side. Yep, you move to the stairs and you start going down. And as you are going down, you notice, because you still got your Darksea on, but you see light being lit on the floor below you. And as you peer down, you can see coming up is Baki holding a lantern.
Hey. Howdy. Hi, Baki.
And Baki, you
Hello.
notice Brian seems to be covered in icicle shards that are quickly sort of draping off him as he moves.
Is that dissipating now that the other guy's gone? The source of the coldness?
Yeah, you would say that you noticed as soon as you put the holy water on and it dissipated, it seemed to be less cold. Although the window is broken, so the cold air of the storm is covering the hallway. So, but yeah, it's not abnormal anymore.
Yep.
You can still do something because you've moved to the stairs. You're at the top of the
Okay, well,
stairwell.
because I see that he's coming, I can. So follow me and then sort of turn around to start heading back up because he's obviously coming up.
Yeah, you want to do anything while you're up there? So you're still on level 3?
Just going to look around just for make sure it's safe before we prepare to go up to the 4th level.
You can make it a tech roll, or you can just prepare for something for next round.
Yeah, I'll do a detect roll.
Okay, make a roll. No.
No.
You just see that picture of the hallway, a smashed window, staircase going up, and 2 doors on your left. Unless you want to use a hero point, your last one.
No.
All right, let's go to Morlak. No, is it Morlak? No, sorry,
Yeah.
it's Baki. Oh, no, I did Baki.
Yeah.
Morlak.
No,
That's right, you're
didn't.
10. Sorry, apologies. I'm now back with the program. Okay, Morlak, what do you want to do?
Well, as the bird doesn't come back in again, I want to cast Reveal to see what I'm going into. No, it's called Divine.
Ooh.
To reveal beyond and within structure.
Okay, where are you casting that on? Where are you laying your hands upon?
So there was a door we could not open, right?
Well, not that you couldn't open it, but when Oakermore looked in, he quickly didn't want any part of it and just went to the other door. So, Oakermore, you can explain what you saw if you wish.
So Oakermore explains there was a dim light in there. There didn't seem to be anything of note, but I could see straight away anyway. Perhaps there may be something.
Yeah, I will put my hand on that door and try to see whether I can reveal something.
Yeah.
Which I cannot.
You can use a hero point to re-roll, otherwise you've drained yourself of 1 point.
I will use a hero point to reroll so that I don't take damage.
You might succeed on this one. Oh, hey!
And
it looks like
I get my
You
yes.
do. You get the hero point back. All right, so you don't have to make any changes. All right, what you notice, how did your divination reveal what's in the room? Similar to last time? Smoke.
Yeah, I just put my hand on it, say a few words.
Yeah. Okay, what you notice is that, yes, the room is empty, as Oakermore said. It's just covered with straw. Actually, I've got a picture. Yes, I do. So it looks like this. Well, actually, I'll show you the whole picture because you guys have pretty much got that room. So encounter 1, I'm just pasting that room. So you're looking in the right-hand one where there's all the bales of straw and a straw in the ground. In the ceiling where the glow... So it's an empty room. It's a cell. It's like an imprisoned area. But you're thinking, why is there like bundles of straw, etc.? In the ceiling, you notice the glow is coming from something coiled up in the ceiling. And what sort of concerns you is that it's moving very slowly, but it's glowing as well. And it sort of has... how can I describe it? Imagine the, those circular seashells? What are they called? Seashells.
Like a conch.
Are they called conch shells? But yeah, the circular spiral of a shell, but imagine it moving and twisting, and the glow is coming from that, and it is the entire size of the ceiling. So it's long, it's big. Yeah, it's that sort of spiral thing moving. Whoa, it didn't turn into that, but it's slowly moving. But with, you could spend another round to, concentrate on it. It's been revealed, but with 1 success, it just tells you that something is up there on the ceiling and it's glowing. So it's nothing that you've ever known of, or encountered, unless you.
Yeah, I will tell it to my other party members.
Yep. They can speak if they want.
Sounds ominous.
What do you want to do, Morlak?
And that's it for my turn.
Okay, no worries. There is that lever. You look at that lever, then you look at the party. You look at that lever and look at the party. But the goat just shakes its head. Doesn't like it. But anyway, you don't perform any action. You wait.
Only that one.
You can move up the stairs if you wish. If you want to follow.
Yeah, then I will follow the others.
Do you want to take Bart? Even though it's a large goat, similar to a horse, the passage is wide enough for it to trail behind you if you wish.
Yeah, I'm taking the goat. I'm not leaving my future sandwich behind.
It smiles at you affectionately, thinking that you are saying nice things about it. Oakermore.
Yeah, Oakermore has satisfactorily created a couple of firebombs. He's found a glass arrow. He thinks to himself, this is quite peculiar. He's taken a few notes in his pad. It says to Monarch?
Yeah.
Monarch. He says to Monarch, we should perhaps move along then. There's a good chap.
Yeah,
Makes
man.
his way upstairs.
Okay, so the party moves upstairs and we go to Baki. Baki, you can see Brian's gone. You saw him at the top of the spiral staircase and then I think he said like come up or let's keep going. You're in that room with the living quarters. There is a door on the opposite side.
I think I'll follow him.
All right, you go up to the top of the staircase now, where that picture is, I think, is encountered. No, I can't remember where it is. But anyway, you go up to the top, and as your free action, you move. And at the top of the staircase, you are with Brian, and you see 2 doors, 2 windows, 1 smashed, and on the opposite side. Oh, you've seen this corridor sort of before, because that's the window you came in. But now, with your lantern, it lights up, shows the entire scene. Do you want to do any action or just happy to stay there and wait for the others?
Brian's in this room, right?
Brian's up there as well. Yeah, he hasn't done anything, but he's up there as well.
Can I use the rest of my action to move even further in?
You can, but then if there's any threat that happens in this round, you'll be at -1d.
I'll take it. I
Right.
want to explore.
Yep, you overtake Brian, and you are now at the base, or you can go to any of the doors, or you can go to the base of the northern staircase, or any of the windows. I mean, there's snow coming through the northern windows, and wind.
Well, yeah, but I know where that's from. I think I'm gonna go to the base.
The base of the spiral staircase?
Yeah.
Yeah, okay, you're at the base of the spiral staircase. And let us go to Brian. So, Brian, Baki overtakes you and goes to the base of the stairs, leaving you in the hallway.
All right, I tag team him and go up the stairs.
All right, so Baki, do you want to let Brian through? He wants to overlap you. It's
Yeah.
like mobile Overwatch, special forces, man. Okay, you get to the stairs now. Your Dark Seal will say still going.
Just a question. So
Sorry?
can I still move but also cast a spell?
Yes,
I should be able to do both.
yes.
Yep. I'd like to once I climb up the stairs, as soon as I arrive, I plan to, unless there's any combat, I plan to cast protection.
Now, remember, protection's changed, so you don't have to cast it. It's a free action if you get attacked. So basically...
Oh,
we didn't use that last time. Probably should have used that.
I forgot.
Yeah, so if you get attacked, you can... Oh, no, you didn't get attacked that required defending. So if you get an attack that requires blocking or dodging, you automatically can roll to activate your protection spell as a free action. If you succeed, you'll get
cool.
a bonus dice. Yep, so you don't have to worry about that. How about I just describe what's at the top of the stairs and then you can decide, because you'll still get an action to do something. Yeah. Okay, so as you ascend the stairs, doing mobile Overwatch Special Forces style with Baki, given that you two have been on adventures before, you don't muck around. Like, you guys know how this gig works. You ascend to the top of the stairs and you see this. I'm gonna, because you've got your Dark Sea Okay, this entire scene gets revealed, but this will be, I think, probably the last round of your Dark Sea. You happy with that?
Yep.
I mean, you can see from a lantern after that, so.
Yeah, he'll be right behind you with the lantern, but I'll post in Encounter 1. This entire level is an open floor plan. Okay, but I'll describe it, and everyone else obviously can pay attention, but you don't see what happens. Okay, the stairs at the top of this floor, you have to pass through some cobwebs, and there's a lot more dust that is clearly evident around the room, and the air just smells musty and old. There are some windows, but they're actually all covered with shutters, so this room is essentially dark. You're just using your dark seeing, but there's the main thing that attracts your eyes is that where that pentagram is, there is a where is it? Actually, I might as well post this because you can see this. It's sort of in the center of the room. There's a green translucent triangular prism. Now, it's a mouthful, so I'm going to paste it because the funny thing is this thing is glowing, but it's not lighting up the room. So it's 100% magical. Okay, you can tell that for a fact. It's a prism of swirling green energy. Inside, inlaid green metal circle, all with strange runes that are surrounding the prism. And inside it is a human woman, middle-aged, in flowing garb, but she's frozen. So she's not actually moving. But all of the green energy inside that prism is swirling and active. Okay, so she is not moving, she's like frozen, but the energy is around, but she's actually encased in this prism. Okay, that's the first thing. So it attracts your eye, but the funny thing was it's not actually brightening up the room. Your Dark Sea then reveals the other things, okay? So what you notice is that this is clearly a combination of a library and a workshop. On the southern end are bookshelves. So you're at the staircase, so there the bookshelves are closest to you. And on the northern end, the northern side is the bookshelves. The southern end is the workshop. So tables with various items on it that you would find for some sort of workshop. So that's that. There's also a skeleton on the ground. Okay, so that's pretty close to you. That's that thing laying down. And directly opposite the wall, that figure that looks like an angel is actually a statue, which looks like this.
Mm-hmm.
It's a statue of a warrior holding a spear. The other thing you notice, that circle is a plinth. Not a plinth, like it's like a plinth with a curved bowl sitting on top of it. So there's a lot happening in there. Bookshelves, workstations, a marble plinth, that pentagram, which is a prism, the warrior statue, and the skeleton. Now, your action was just to move, so you can do something at the top here.
All right. So the lady in the green, is she like frozen?
Yes.
Okay. So...
But the energy inside that crystal is pulsing and swirling, flickering around her.
Well, I need to be careful what I do, because if I enable and all sorts of bad shit happens, I'm on my own. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go to the table where the desks are.
That's
and just
closest to you.
search
Yep.
and look at there might be some scrolls or some other information that I can look at.
Okay, so you do know that your Dark Sea's ending, so if you want, you can recast Dark Sea and move there.
I see.
You haven't done an action, or you can go there and just use your last round of Dark Sea to do a search.
Yeah, I'll cast Dark Sea.
Do you still want to move towards the tables, or just stay where you are?
Yeah, and I'll move towards the tables.
Okay, it just means that if you cast Dark Sea, you can't do a search at the same time.
That's right. That'll be the next turn.
Yeah,
anyway.
all right. No worries. Make a Dark Sea roll.
Yep.
Gets activated.
And I'll roll for the test.
You want to roll for the duration?
Yeah.
Yep. So it's total of this round plus 4.
Oh, okay.
So it's
Well, this round's just ended, so it should be
Yeah.
4 more.
So it's
Anyway,
4 more
yeah.
rounds.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay, that's your move, and you stay at the top of the staircase, Morlak. You're behind. You're on the.
Yeah.
You've just gone to the next level, where the living quarters are, and you see a lantern as
Yeah.
Baki goes up.
Yeah, I will just follow Baki up because otherwise I cannot see. So
Yes, that's right. Okay, you're behind Baki as you move. Now you can prepare something if you want, or do an action as you move up the staircase. He's ahead of you, but you can't overlap him unless you want to run up there.
no, I will just wait. I will try to ward him so that if we're surprised.
Yeah, you can just prepare for now to
uh,
get a bonus dice on
oh,
ward if you have to
okay.
use it. Yeah.
I will prepare then.
Okay,
Yeah.
you prepare a ward spell, get your enchantments ready, and Oakermore. Everyone is moving up, including Bart.
And Oakermore is.
Oh, actually,
following-
I'll ask Morlak. You taking Bart up the stairs or leaving him on level 3?
No, I'm taking him with me.
He's coming? Okay, no worries. You're
He's
definitely
not-
blocked then,
he-
Oakermore. Can't get past.
He's my favorite goat.
I'm gonna just shout up the stairwell at Baki. Big fellow, the human one. There's a pretty unique glass arrow. I'm just gonna explain to him that I found this quite odd and unique glass arrow that might have some significance to whatever's about to play out.
Okay, you yell that out. I don't know if Baki... You're not up there yet, Baki, but... The situation hasn't been...
we're trailing behind him.
Yeah. But so you call out that you've got
I'm
this
just-
arrow.
I have
on the
no
base
idea.
of the thing.
Yeah, I have no idea. I'm just following.
Yep, no
following
worries.
Bart. I'm behind
Did you want to
Bart. We're
prepare
all-
anything? Or do an action?
Action. Let me just give me 1 second. Did anyone take any hits?
No.
I might prepare. Honestly, I don't know. Prepare to defend.
Yep. In case you get ambushed from behind or something. Okay, no worries. You
Yep.
start moving up. All right. As we get to Baki, which means Baki, you'll be entering this in time. I'm not going to describe it again, unless you've got any questions. But as you're ascending, something different happens for you, my friend.
Oh no.
He says, looking for it. Here we go. Okay, you start hearing some voices, like they're whispering voices. As you take each step up, you're nearly to the top, they're getting louder. Do you still want to, like in your mind, you're thinking, ooh. You can't understand what it's saying.
No, I think I'm gonna wait for Oakermaker to discuss what I should do because I don't think
Okay, Morlak will be
this
next.
is just
Morlak will be next.
something in my head.
So do you want to take another step forward, or are you just going to stay in the middle of the staircase?
If I can make it back down past Morlak.
You can't get past him because now the goat's blocking the way, but you can go where Morlak is, same position.
I'll let them pass if they can.
Okay, I'll say this then. Because you take a few steps back down the stairs, not up the stairs, the voices go away. Now, that is just a move and free action, so you can prepare something if you wish. You're now right next to Morlak, and he's got Bart coming up, but Bart takes up the whole passage. So you could perform your action to somersault over him or climb over him or something. Otherwise, he's forcing you up.
Yeah.
Okay.
I climb on the roof.
Do acrobatics. Just swing over him. You only need 1 success.
Yep. Okay.
Unless you want to say something to Morlak. It seems strange. You were going up and all of a sudden you're going back down. Oh, Jesus. Wow, you just got it. Yeah, I can give you a hero point for that. A retreat.
Okay.
Do you want to say anything to Morlak? You were going up and then going back down.
If you hear voices, go back down. It might be dangerous.
Hear voices where? Is there
In your
people
head.
up there? Oh, as long as they're in my head, they don't hurt me, do they? It's when they're
They
outside.
can very much hurt you.
Baki
Just follow me.
Yeah, Baki somersaults over the goat, so he's near Oakermore now, and Oakermore's talking about some arrow. So as a free action, you can do any changes you want, handovers or... Oh, hang on, the arrow's on Bart, isn't it?
Bart's got the fire bombs. I'm basically going to explain that I think the arrow has some significance to whatever this place is.
Yeah.
And worst case scenario, look, I made 2 fire bombs. Let's blow some shit up, basically.
Did you want to
I
take...
also like to tell Oakermore about the voices when I go up the stairs.
You can do that as freebie, because you're
yeah.
right near him now.
Sounds like good old magical fuckery.
Yep, that's what it sounds like.
Did you want to take any of these things that he mentioned, Baki? If you do, just...
Yeah, I would like to get that glass arrow.
Yep, you can
You
swap
can put
out.
your-
My lantern's already lit,
Hmm?
so I think I'll exchange my tinder box for now.
Okay, put the tinder box on... Well, just tell Brian to add it to Bart, or just paste it in the comments of Brian's character sheet and he can sort that out. That's all your turns as we go to Brian, then Morlak. So Brian, you're up the top, and you've got your Dark Sea activated, and you were searching the table. Brian, I can't hear you if you're talking. Are you there? Hello? Can anyone hear me, or have I dropped out again?
No,
Yeah,
you're
you're
still
here.
here.
Oh,
No,
right.
I hear you fine.
Oh, okay. Okay, we'll skip Brian. He's just searching. He's doing a thorough search, so he spends a round doing a search. And to complete the round, Morlak, you are now... Well, you can, if you wish, as a free move, get to the top of the stairs. In spite of Bucky's warning about voices, you can't hear nothing. No voices.
Yeah, I will walk up with the goat and talking to the goat.
You get to the top of the
Do
stairs
not worry, Bart.
with Bart, and Bart quickly moves in the direction of Brian, if you're happy to let go of the reins.
Yeah, I will let go of him if Bart loses his courage too.
Yeah.
I'll never sing about you in Valhalla.
Well, he stays up there. He's staying up. He's just heading towards Brian, who's at the tables. So if you look at that map, you're at the top of the staircase and you see everything that I described, and it's your turn. What do you wish to do?
Let me see. The map was in Encounter 2.
Encounter one. There's the
Encounter 1.
pentagram with the seemingly robed woman encapsulated in some magical prism. There's a skeleton. There's a marble plinth. There's a statue of a warrior. There's some bookshelves, and there's some work tables that Brian is at, rummaging through.
Well, hello there, Brian.
Shh! We need to
What
be
seems
quiet.
to be
he
going
says.
on?
He says, "You deal with that magical energy. I didn't want to activate anything. I'm searching these tables." He's in the darkness, and it's dark up there now because you don't have any light.
Yeah, I will try to cast light.
Oi, the holy light. Yep. What do you want to... Now, light gets cast into something, so what do you want to touch and light up? It's a bit different.
My flail.
Nice. All right, make a roll. And your holy flail will be lit with holy light. You've been pretty good spellcasting for someone who's not that proficient in it. I've probably cursed you saying that now. Roll 1 dice. This guy's on fire. Okay, your flail is now lights up with the holy light that casts light in this entire area. So you can see all of these as too can now Brian, because you've helped him. It just basically nullifies his Dark Sea. So that's your turn. You're at the top of the stairwell as that happens. And as we say that, everyone roll turn order. As we go into the final scene. So we got Oakermore 18. 18. And we've got Nylo 18. 18. And we've got Baki 22. Peter, you there? Baki 22.
Doesn't seem that he's there.
No, I'll roll for Pete. Look after him. Look at that right now. Brian goes to 25. And once again, as before, there are 2 encounters. So I'm going to drop them in. And we are going to... Who's got the lowest? Oh, so Oakermore, you can roll for encounter 1. And Morlak, you can roll for encounter 2. 22. Nice. I told you you've broken this thing. Okay, so before we do anything, before you can decide what is going on, we're going to roll a random who acts first out of those 3. I'm going to roll a d6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 to break that tie. So 3 goes first, which is encounter 1. Edit channel. 22A. And then 1 to 3 and 4 to 6. To break the second tie, that is Baki will be 2. Edit channel 22B. Done. And then to break the other tie, Oakermore roll even is you first. So Morlak goes on 18A. Right. Having said that.
Oh, you were rolling. Okay, sure.
That's right. Yeah. Morlak goes first. Just to get it all done. All right. So now, having said that, Oakermore, do you want to re-roll your turn order with a hero point?
I mean, I'm downstairs, so no.
That's all right. That means you'll act last.
No, I don't.
No. All right.
Yeah,
Morlak,
that's it.
you're at the top. Do you want to re-roll your turn order?
No, I'm just keeping it.
Keeping it? Okay. And Baki, do you want to re-roll? You can only gain 1 extra advantage because you're 22B.
What is encounter?
You don't know. It's something in this room.
22 as well.
Well, you're in the stairwell,
No,
so it
like
may not
that.
involve you. But actually, you don't know where
I
it is,
think
to be
I'll
fair.
roll.
You don't know who's going to get attacked and what is going to happen. But you are in the middle of the stairs. Oakermore is at the base of the stairs. Morlak's at the top of the stairs. And Brian and Bart are at the work table.
Okay. I think I'll also I'll reroll. Darn.
Backwards with that hero point. Do you want to use another one?
That is. Yeah.
You're slowly getting better, but you've still gone backwards. Do you want to use another one? You used 2 hero points. You're down to 2.
Great.
You are going up slowly. You got 1 hero point
Yeah, very
left.
slowly. Not slowly.
The next roll will be 20.
No,
Do you want to
yeah,
get to 20 or no? Do you want to re-roll or?
I think I'm good.
Okay, you
No,
got 1.
I'm good.
All right, you got 1 hero point left, and you went backwards. So you're on 19. Never tell me the odds, says Baki. Never tell me the odds. Okay, so let's redo the order. Brian at the top. Are you back, Brian? Counter 2. Oh, jeez. Then the 2 encounters. Bloody Nora. Okay, Brian, I'll describe it to you, Morlak, because you and Brian both see this, and then I'm going to get you to decide what Brian does. So, being at the top of the stairs, the first thing you notice, that statue is no longer a statue. It comes alive, grabs its spear in a threatening mode, and you can see it start moving. It is not bound to its position. That's the first thing you notice. The second thing you notice, next to that skeleton, an apparition appears. It's one you haven't seen before, but it is one that I've put in the encounters before. It is that gentleman with the wearing the like butler sort of garb.
Well-dressed attire.
Yes. What do you call it? Dress attire.
Well-dressed
Well-dressed attire, yes. So you see that figure, and you actually see, because this is as it appears, that it actually emanates from the skeleton. So you see this wisp of eerie light, and then it forms into this figure who turns towards either you or Brian. You're not too sure who's going to be the subject of his gaze. So having seen this eventuate, and I will tell you that this area, everyone can move, like you can move to the opposite side as a move. So basically it's easy to get to one place or another as your free action. But what would you like Brian to do? He was about to roll for detect because he was spending a round concentrating. So if you want, you could complete that detect roll 2 dice, and then he'll be able to see what is on the workstations, or you can change and do something else.
Yeah, he can finish his detect.
Okay.
That's fine.
Roll 2 dice for him. I don't think he's got any bonuses for detect, so you can roll 2 dice. That is only 1 success. Well, I'll ask, do you want to use his last hero point to see if he can re-roll?
No.
All right. He searches that, and what he reveals on there is nothing but pieces of apparatus spread across the table that are either broken or trinkets maybe long ago that had some power or importance, but now all, centuries of decay, covered in mold and dust. Some of them smashed. So unfortunately with that, he finds nothing. Now there is a lot to find, but 1 success, nothing. Now you need to decide, does he stay upstairs or do you want him to move behind you on the staircase?
Well, I think he should move behind since he's not here, so that he don't get hurt.
No worries. He moves behind you, and then that completes his move. All right, encounter 1. It doesn't matter who's who because they both act first. All right, encounter 1. I'll do. What even is the statue? So it's clear. Statue. And apparition. Okay, so what happens is, I'm going to say, because they're both essentially the same, as the Crystal Warrior charges towards you, Morlak, because you're at the... Oh, actually, we'll say that Bart also gets... Brian also takes Bart down the stairs, and I'm assuming you're happy to let them both go behind you, but it just means you'll be the target.
Yeah. That's
okay,
fine.
No worries. Then the first thing that happens is the apparition points its finger towards you. It's a see-through finger, and it says, "I told you, leave now!" And as it does that, you notice your whole body becomes sort of covered in ice, to the effect where, and around you also gets this sheer covering of ice, and you automatically get 1 point damage. It can't be avoided. And then you need to make, so you get 1 point from that, and then you can make a hard might check, which means the only way you can resist this effect is to use...
He has resilience.
You have resilience?
He's an orc.
Oh shit, good on ya. You can roll 2 dice, but you need 2 successes. So it's a might check. 2 dice, both have to be 4 and under. Oof. Do you want to use a hero point to re-roll?
Yeah, I will use a hero point too.
Okay. Only 1 success. You've only got 1 hero point left. Do you want to use it to re-roll?
No.
Okay. As well as getting the first point, you get a second point of damage, and you realize your feet are now frozen to the ground. As the second attack comes in on you, you are now 1d penalty, and the second attack is the statue. comes to finish you off. It doesn't say anything, but it thrusts at you with its spear. Unfortunately, it doesn't throw it. Oh no, it doesn't matter for you because you got heavy armor, so that's fortunate for you. It doesn't throw it. It attacks with you. Now you don't know whether it's a hard or a standard encounter, but you can choose to either block or dodge.
I will block since I'm in heavy armor.
Yeah,
I get -1, you said?
Now, yes, you get -1d because of the ice to the floor. So normally with your shield, you'll have 2 dice to block, but with the frozen effect, you only have 1 dice to block, unless you want to use a hero point to bump that back up to 2. No, he's rolled the 1. It is successful, but not enough to deflect. You realize that this encounter is a hard encounter. It is quick, and it is obviously magical and enchanted, and a worthy opponent. You get another 2 points damage, and you've been pounded.
Can I, as I recall, I could sunder my shield to avoid damage.
Oh!
Can I do that?
I'll pay that. Yes. You can sunder your shield so that I'll just say that it manages to get hold the full thrust of the spear, and it shatters but deflects the thrust as the spear goes up into the ceiling and punches a hole through the roof, letting in a bit of snow wisp in. Okay, yep, so you can remove your shield as all that's left is the band that just falls off your wrist. And it only gets 1 attack, and that finishes its turn. All right, next in the line, Baki. You are in the center of the staircase, but once again, you're blocked. Unfortunately, this goat's causing trouble because it's blocking you from getting up there unless you do an action to get over it.
Oh.
And you can see there's shit
Brian,
going up at
can
the
you take
top.
care of your goat?
You could do a projectile attack, but it'll be at -1d penalty because you'd have to do a cold shot.
Okay. I'll do it.
Oh, okay. What are you firing?
Well, normal arrow and probably... which one?
You see this...
I think I'll fire
I'll
the
say
slasher.
this. I'll say this. Because Morlak's flail is blessed by the holy light, you realize that this entire structure is made of some sort of glass or crystal. So you can almost see reflections on it. You know, it bounces off the light. It almost looks see-through to sort of like it's opaque, but the whole construction of it seems to be made of a crystal or a glass.
I'm gonna fire the glass arrow at the apparition.
All right. The other thing you notice, because you've seen it attack Morlak, you know that it's very agile, and it won't be surprised because it's facing all its enemies. So you've got a -1d. The only way to hit it is use a hero point to get 2 dice.
Yeah, I'll do it.
So let me just think of that. Normally you have 2. Okay, here we go. He doesn't waste any time. Okay, so normally you would have had 2 dice, -1 for the cold shot, and then you added 1 for the hero point. Correct?
Yeah.
And that means you got no hero points left?
Yep.
Okay, you fire this arrow, and it does 1d worth of damage. Roll 1 dice. As you realize it hits this creature, it causes a ripple effect for 4 points of damage. Okay, it's still up, but you can see it's got cracks. A bit of its shards of its crystal fall down and shatter, but it looks very frail. So you've done more than 50% of the damage to it in 1 arrow. Well done.
Wait, you said exchanging things is a free action, right?
Yes.
Can I take a firebomb from Bart?
Yep, we'll say that you fire off an arrow, and then because Bart's right next to you, you see the bottle next to it up, and you grab a bottle in your hand. Yep. Okay, that's your turn.
Okay.
Good work. Morlak, An arrow whistles past you, seemingly made of glass, strikes this statue or this crystal warrior, I'll tell you that's what it is, and does a lot of damage. It doesn't react, but you can see that it's got ripples and cracks all the way through it, suggesting that it can be destroyed.
Do I still have the -1 to attack it?
You do, because of the... Yes, this causes a penalty
Yes.
on all your attacks.
Yeah, so I will have to use a hero point to actually be able
yes.
to attack it.
Yep, you want to do
So
that?
and I will do that.
No worries.
So and I will miss.
No, right. Now, actually, I'm going to retro that, or whatever you call it, because you know that this encounter is hard. It will take 2 successes, so you wouldn't have used that hero point knowing that you've only got 1 dice.
Okay.
Yeah. So you've still got that
yeah.
hero point, and you haven't hit it with its flail. But if you do use your flail, that's the result you get. So by that I'm meaning that the ice that's holding your feet down, it looks like you could break it, but because you rolled the 5, you don't want to use your flail unless you want to use your hero point to re-roll. Otherwise, try something else.
No. Since I cannot hit it, there's no reason to do it.
Yep. So you haven't done any action, so it's still your turn. Doesn't affect your spells because they're mind. It only affects might, movement. Well, you can't move, but anything to do with might. But it doesn't affect spells.
Yeah, I will ward myself. Can I do that?
You can't
since
ward.
It's already
Yeah,
melee?
you can't ward. It would be if you could move. You could ward it, then move away from it. But you can't move, so warding would be waste. Well, not a waste. It'll stop it from attacking the others if it manages to kill you. As in, the ward lasts for.
Can I see who's coming up next the stairs to go after me?
Unfortunately, the person behind you is Brian and Bart. Bart is blocking the stairs. Baki is behind Bart, and you see Oakermore behind Baki, or next to Baki. But Bart takes up the whole stairs, needs an action to get past him. He's caused trouble, Bart. So really,
Okay.
Brian's the only person after you who can do something. Unless Oakermore's got a projectile, some projectile he can.
But he.
He's at the
I
bottom of
will
the stairs.
I will heal myself and move away.
But you can't move because you're iced.
Could you use athletics to try and break free?
Yeah, you can. You can't do both though. You can either heal or you could try athletics.
Okay, I will try athletics then and try to move away.
Yeah, you hear
So I
Oakermore
guess-
gives you some advice from behind, so try to break free, and you're like, oh, hang on, I've got athletics. All right, so make your roll. You roll 2 dice. You don't know how difficult it is.
But I'm at -1, so.
Oh, yep, roll 1 dice, thank you. Yep. You only need 1 success, I'll tell you that. All right, you managed to break out using your athletics. I don't know what athletics would help you with that, but standing jump.
Strength of legs.
Yeah,
Sheer determination.
muscles in your legs. All right, you break out of the
Flexes
ice.
his calf.
Out of the ice binds, and now you can move as a free action if you want to go somewhere.
Yeah, and I move towards the staircase.
You're at the top of the staircase.
I will move as far down as I can.
Well, you're blocked by... You can only get next to Brian, but you can't get past him because Bart is blocking the way. You can move into the room.
Okay, then I will move into the room as far away from the encounter.
You can move to anywhere in the room. You tell me where you want to go. Have a look at the... You can move to an item that's in there, or you could move to a corner of the room if you just want to hide somewhere. You tell me.
I will just move to the furthest right corner.
Furthest right corner. Let's see what that is. Furthest right corner. So statue was that corner near the windows, between where the window and the statue was. Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, cool.
Yeah.
All right. You run to that corner, and we go to nothing else changes in the room. You run past the apparition that's over the skeleton, and we go to Oakermore. Oakermore, you know the shit's going down and Bart ain't helping.
I'd like to ask Oakermore something.
Well, this bloody goat. He's going to attempt to prod the goat and tell him to get the hell out of the way.
Yeah, you could
I'm
actually...
going to prepare...
I was going to say, you can bring it down the stairs, because it's in the middle of the stairs. So you could move it down the stairs.
No, we need to get up there. I want to prepare it. I'm going to prod it and tell him to move up and move out of the way so that the rest of them can get up here to try and...
Oh, so you want to move Bart up the stairs.
Poke him, to move out of the way. We all need to be up there.
Yeah, so just to be clear, the only way to get past is either burn an action to like somersault over it or climb under it or something, or move it either back down or back up. If you move it up, that'll be its move to get up and you'll be able to just move freely, but it'll be in the room.
Yep.
I mean,
it needs to move. We have no other way to get up.
Unfortunately, we'll say that you roll a d6. On a 1, you have to force it up. Okay, otherwise...
I'm trying to coax it. I'm parlaying it up. Come on. I'm trying to
we'll just see. We'll just see if it's being difficult. No, so Brian says, up, Bart. And Bart does move up, basically, bolts up. We'll say that the statue doesn't block the way. It lets people come up into the fray, and it bolts, waiting for its mark. It doesn't know what's going on. It's like not used to combat.
Tell him to get back over behind the table.
Yeah, it doesn't block anyone, but it doesn't hide or
Silly
anything.
goat.
Okay, what do you want to do? We'll say that's a free action.
I want to... Sure. So I wanted to get over the table, been searched through. I want to do I'm going to flick down my... Welcome back, Pete. I'm going to flick down my magnifying glass over my monocle and search the table.
Okay,
no worries. Before you do that.
Yep, so now...
Can I ask you...
Sure.
If you... Can you... Or... Well, I don't even know. Can I attach a firebomb to an arrow?
No. Way too heavy.
Tinker it. And I don't think that would really work. Best bet is... probably to throw it. Anyway, so...
Okay,
I'm moving up to
you
to
run
an
up to the stairs, and we'll say that there's no light up there because...
Yeah, there is. I've still got a lantern in my hand.
Oh, have you got the lantern? Okay, yeah. You bound up with your lantern. So you're up there with Morlak and Bart, and you want to check straight away on this table?
Over by the tables, move over to the tables.
Yep, they're on the south wall.
Bazinga.
2 successes and a hero point, correct?
Yep.
Okay, if there is anything to be found on here, you would find it. What you do find that catches your eye are 2 things. One, you do find a trinket, which you know is of value. It's a 0 item that you could hold, and it's worth 1d in terms of value. So... I don't know what it is. We'll say it's a medallion or something. Anyway. You can write that down. You've got a valuable trinket worth 1d. You can pocket for free. The other thing you find that catches your eye, other than, the bits of broken things and things you don't really understand, there's a lot of components and stuff, you find a parchment that looks like this. I'm going to paste it all in. Well, statue 1 now. That's where everything is. It's a 0 item, so you can just take it. You don't quite understand what you're looking at unless you can tell me what you make of it. Keep in mind, you can spend another round to try to work it out, right? But right at this point, that's all you see because your turn was to find these things.
Sure. Looks like a map.
Okay. Having said that, I'll say that you know it is indeed a map, and you do recognize that shape, but not too sure where you've seen it before. Okay, but we'll say that you are right, it is a map. All right. That's your turn. And just in time, Brian, you are... have you heard what's going on, or you were asleep?
Sorry to say, I fell asleep in the chair for a bit.
In summary, there are 2 threats. One, there is a crystal warrior that has been already hit and damaged by Baki's crystal arrow. It is at the top of the stairs, and has already attacked and injured. Oh no, has attacked, and Morlak got his shield shattered in a big attack. But he's at the top of the stairs, but has been injured. And then over the skeleton is your mate, the manservant, we'll just call him, dressed in his smart servant's livery. He's at the top of the stairs saying, "I told you to leave," and he sort of did this freeze sort of spell on Morlak.
I thought I got rid of that guy.
He's back. He came. Actually, did you see him come? I'll just say either Morlak told you, but he emerged from the skeleton. So his spirit came from the skeleton and then formed into this visage. So they're both in the room, and hiding in one corner is Morlak. Well, not hiding. Morlak's run into a corner after getting badly injured. And the only other person up there is Oakermore, who is rummaging through a desk that you also rummaged through, but you didn't find anything. And Bart is up there too, just going, "Rawr, rawr," scared.
What's Brian? What the hell is he doing up here?
He got pushed up there by someone.
Not blocking the stairs.
Yeah, he was blocking the stairs.
Oh boy. All right, I'm going to cast my magic missile.
Oh,
at the
and
skeleton.
obviously that bloody green prism there, but it isn't harming you. But it is something you can interact with, as well as everything in that room, including that marble plinth with a bowl.
I don't know if it's worthwhile me destroying that green thing in the middle to see if that's the key, or...
Well, your objective is to find the Grimoire of Primal Magic.
Oh, well, that'll be it then. All right. So, I'll as a hunch, I'm guessing that spirit has come from the skeleton, as you described. So I'll cast magic missile at the skeleton to see if that just gets rid of the source.
Let's rock and roll. Sounds like a clever plan. Sounds sound. Okay, you cast the brown football emerges, and you give it a Dacos twirl as it bounces and ricochets off the wall. It smashes straight into that skeleton, and as it does, you realize the skeleton was already frail, covered in webs, and literally close to dust, and all it needed was that little Midas touch. And as the brown magical... Shit, I just knocked over my glass drink bottle. That's no good. It's all right. I'm okay. I'm okay. There's just a lot of water on the ground. As it lands into it, it destroys the skeleton, and you see the servant's face. "No, I failed you, master!" And it looks immediately towards the green prism, and its last words is, "I tried to keep them away so you can sleep." And then it disappears into dust. Well done, Brian. Very clever to attack that skeleton. Now, you've only got...
It said that looking at the green bit, didn't it?
Yes, it did.
Yeah.
It said, "Master, I failed you." So, Brian, you only can move now if you wish to move somewhere, and also you can do something with Bart if you wish.
All right. So from here, there's another bad guy at the top of the stairs, isn't there?
There's a crystal warrior, has some parts shattered. More than 50% damaged was the last status report of that thing.
Yeah.
Oops.
All right. I'm going to move further back in case it comes at me, because I'm going to be casting missile from a distance, and I'll be encouraging Bart to step away as well.
You can take Bart. Bart will follow you around. So you can move also to a distance. There's no far distance. It's all near here, but you can move to any section of the floor. Where would you like to move?
I don't know, wherever it might be most difficult for that guy to come to me, or where I can hide.
I'll say the furthest point then, because Morlak is in one corner, the top right-hand corner. The furthest point from the Crystal Warrior is where the bookshelves are, in the far left, top left corner. So I'm going to move you there. So you head there with Bart, and he follows you quite happily.
Yep.
I'm just going to change the apparition so I don't get confused with the turn order. All right, now the Crystal Warrior has targets everywhere. My God, he's got the targets looking down the stairs, which is Baki. He's got okay, everyone's a target. And I'm going to see now. Remember, he can move anywhere he wants, so he sees everyone charge up and do all their shenanigans, and he just decides, just take one randomly. So let's go. We're going top to bottom. Oakermore, Baki, Morlak, Brian, and 5 and 6 is Bart. So I'm going to do I'll get Brian to roll d6. There's more chance one of his things get taken. Roll a d6, Brian. 2. 1, 2 is Baki. It charges down the stairs, disappearing from the top shelf. Baki, you need to block or dodge as it charges towards you. Probably the best person to attack, actually, now that I think of it.
I'll block.
You've already seen, don't roll anything, because you've already seen that this is a hard encounter, so I don't think you can even block.
Yeah, that's just a block.
Oh, you've got, your gauntlet, sorry, apologies. Roll 2 dice. You are the best person to get attacked. Oh, damn. Well done, sir. You managed to deflect it. You still get 1 damage. It does 2 damage, but your gauntlets deflect the brunt of the blow, reducing it to 1 point, so your stamina goes down by 1. And now this is a large enemy, so it is blocking you from going upstairs. So you're locked in battle. You can only retreat back down when it's your turn. Oakermore. The threats upstairs seem averted. You're left with this statue, the plinth, etc., etc.
I guess I'm going to go over to the bookshelves and look for the grimoires.
No worries. Do you want to make your roll straight away?
Actually, what have I got on me? Hang on, give me a hot minute right now. There's bits and pieces of all sorts. Is there anything I can tinker up to, I don't know, put a noose or a restraint around the statue?
There might be bits of wire or something solid that
am I likely? I mean, there were tool benches with an assorted bunch of stuff. So
what do you want to try and make?
I want to try and tinker up a tripwire or something to snare this thing and yell out to Baki to push him up the stairs and try and snare it.
Snare as in trip him, or snare as in
trip him, or some sort of device to catch his legs.
Yeah, what do you want to? What's the end result you want to try and do?
To either knock him off balance or restrain him.
Yeah, you can find a. Well, I'll let you on this turn with Tinker rig up a trap wire.
Yeah.
You need 2 successes to get it rigged. So.
I'm going to spend a hero point.
To get 3 dice, and lucky you did. And you get another hero. Jeez, you are point.
Just
on
keep
fire
it.
with these hero points. You are on fire.
So it'll stay as it is.
Okay, you quickly, whip around and manufacture like a long wire. You hook it on one end of you find something to hook it on, and you quickly drape it across, and you basically have it in a position where you've got 2 options. You can stay with it to activate it like an ambush, or you can just fix it there and then hope it either doesn't get it or someone distracts it with like a parlay to make it just advance. So either you can be in control of it, or you rely on someone, or yourself.
I want it to, if it's a mind check to.
Oh, hang on, you did 2 successes. So if this passes, it will trip. Yeah, it will trip.
Okay, done. So I'm just gonna set it up at the top of the stairs, yell down to, good chap, push him up the stairs. I've got a little surprise for him.
All right, you call that. Bucky's thinking, I don't know how I'm going to push this thing, but Bucky, you see Oakermore at the top of the stairs behind you, and he tells you his plan. So you're hoping this thing doesn't understand common. But he tells you the plan. But this thing's large. It's twice... I mean, you're big, and it's bigger than you. So you can't grapple or push it, unfortunately. It's too big.
Even with an extra might?
Well, yeah, I mean, look, you talk to me. I'm open to suggestions, Baki. But, I mean, you're literally pushing him in the opposite direction of gravity as well.
Can I goad it as well?
So
Yeah,
you're saying
could
I
do
need to
that.
perform a large action.
Yes, because it's a large...
I will use my demon tattoo.
What? Oh, shit! Forgot you had that. Oh, my God. Okay, Oakermore knew, see? He knows more than the GM. He's thinking he can do whatever he wants. Okay, Baki, you hear Oakermore say, get this thing back up here, and the GM thinks is too big. Okay, you want to activate the tattoo?
Yep.
Okay, it allows you to perform a large size action, okay, which can be a push. All right, so how this will work is now you need 2 successes, and I'm going to say this will give you the extra dice. So you can make a might check, or which is like an unarmed, but you need 2 successes to push this thing and make it topple backwards. Oh, first of all, tell me what your demon tattoo does to you.
Let me just show a picture.
Oh. Okay.
Right.
I'm scared. I give you creative license. Oh, so it's actually full. It makes you look like a demon. Lucky, lucky
it's on the
Splintered
back,
wasn't
so-
around. Splintered. Lucky you weren't around. Anyway, that's another story for another day. Okay, Baki, what do you want to do? As the demon infuses your body with twice the muscle size and mass, as your body stretches
Can I
like a
actually
Hulk.
can I use grapple as well to just pick it up and push it back?
Yeah, roll 2 dice, and you can. If you succeed these, you can tell me how you do it. You got no hero points. There's a big roll. Oh, well
Let's go.
done. Okay, what do you want to do?
I'll just pick it up by the legs and just carry it over.
Carry it to the tripwire.
Yeah.
Okay. I don't know how that looks, but anyway, somehow, with your Herculean strength, you manage to grab it by its legs and hurl it up with a grapple throw to the wire, which it tries to get its balance but trips back. And we'll say that that is going to cause damage because that was part of the trap. And I'm going to say with that combination, it will do 2 damage. I'm going to pay 1 for the fact that you grappled through it and the other because you've rigged it up. And with that 2 damage, as it lands onto the heavy floorboards, it shatters.
Oakermore just pats its head if it's still intact.
Oh, the good thing,
good
the
chap.
good thing for you, Oakermore, as you do pat its head and it just shatters upon your touch, you realise the spear has not shattered. Baki, as you were going to the top of the stairs to bring it to the tripwire, the voices, indecipherable, flood your mind. Roll a d6 because you've now crossed the threshold of halfway to perform this action. It's random. Something occurs to you. 3.
Okay.
Ooh, okay. Your gauntlets all of a sudden start sparking. You've seen these sparks before. Purple and green sparks. When you were in the tomb of the God King, you saw all of the walls and out of a sarcophagus burst with this purple and green energy. But your gauntlets start sparking. You don't know what's going on, but it doesn't harm you. But you have now got gauntlets sparking with purple and green flames. In fact, these runes start riding across them and the purple and green start flooding them. Everyone sees this as it's happening. I mean, you don't even know what's
Do
going
they
on.
look familiar to the runes that I have jotted down in my notepad?
I'll say that yes. You and Brian and Baki Baki and Brian notice the runes that were on artifacts they've recovered, and you notice the runes of the picture, when I4
my
showed that
notepad.
statue. Yeah,
Yep.
because you got your notepad. Well
Sweet.
done. Okay.
Okay.
That's a freebie,
Awesome,
Baki.
I have enchanted gauntlets.
You've got enchanted gauntlets for now, but you don't know. You don't know for good or bad. And the voices have stopped.
Yay, I'm not schizophrenic anymore.
All right, let's go back. No, sorry, not back. We haven't finished the last turn. Morlak. The floor seems still. The Crystal Warrior is shattered, although the spear is still intact. It's a two-handed spear. And the green orb of energy. But still, where is the Grimoire of Primal Magic? It's your move.
Well, since we're out of initiative, I will look at Inspector Oakermore. Well, we better get searching. So
A very good
find
idea.
that thing. Yeah.
Well, you can do
So,
the first, sir. Where do you want to look? Or what do you want to look at?
Well, I will try to bless him, but I am shaken from I'm getting
Yes.
beaten up. I'm just trying to hold my face because I've been talking a lot of big words on my way here,
Yep.
and I got beaten.
But you still got one hero point. If you want to use it, you might remember those words.
Yeah, go on.
Yes. Ooh, and I
Yay.
succeed with the last hero point.
And
I
who-
gather my strength, my hands shaking a little bit. I'm blessing Inspector Oakermore.
Oh, okay.
Please find the grimoire so we can
No worries.
get out of this place.
And are you happy to still stay on this level? Because you can move away if you wish. Or you want to stay with Oakermore?
Yeah, I'm staying wherever the warrior is.
Yep, no worries. I'm going to say that you move towards Oakermore and bless him, so you're with Oakermore at the moment in case something does happen. But back to the top of the order, there's no encounters, so I change that to 0. And Brian, you're up.
Okay. I'm a little bit confused because
You need to
you guys have
find-
destroyed the other threat. But they're still being inhibited by some kind of a mental force, aren't they?
The only thing abnormal in this area now is the glowing prism with that. Well, the Archmage, you assume, is in there. That's still there, but that hasn't changed the whole time. And Baki, as Baki walks up the stairs, his gauntlets are now crackling with green and purple energy. So that's the only weird thing that seems to happen. Apart from Morlak doing the mystic blessing on Oakermore, and Oakermore. What was the effect, Morlak, on Oakermore?
So
Well, he's just been blessed. A holy light fell upon him to help him fight the grimoire.
Yep.
Okay, so that's why his gauntlet's glowing, because he's been blessed.
Baki's gauntlets are glowing.
Okay. So what's causing his gauntlets to glow then?
Ask Baki.
Baki.
I don't know.
Have they ever activated like that before?
No.
Well, there might be magical items that glow automatically in certain scenarios, but so I'm just trying to figure out if I can do something to this green thing in the middle of the floor. Maybe I can cover it up. Like, look, I don't have any sacks or anything with me, but in the room around, is there any material or something I could use to cover it up?
Yeah, you can. I mean, you can see you haven't found anything big enough to cover it. It's quite large. It's like it would need a massive tarpaulin or something.
Oh, I see. It's really large. I see.
Yeah, unless you've got on Bart like a blanket or something, you won't be able to cover it all. But you might be able to. So he's got a blanket. You could just take that off him, but it won't. It'll just cover the top of it, I suppose.
Yeah.
Perhaps it's magical, good sir.
Yes, but I think we need to bring this back, so I don't want to try to destroy it.
The Grimoire you know to be a book, spell book. Sorry, I should have explained a bit more what the Grimoire
okay.
was. Yeah, so Grimoire is like a
Alright.
spell book. Yep.
Okay. Well, in that case, I might do a fireball on this thing then.
Fireball, fireball. Okay, so you get your well, you're going to cast a missile at it.
Yep.
Yep. You can't miss because it's basically Oh, you can roll. That's fair. You might get a hero point, I guess. Oh, you have to conjure it. Sorry. Yeah. Okay, no worries. You conjure your magical bolt of brown football energy. It hits, but it dissipates in a cloud of brown energy without any change to the structure that it hit.
All right. So I probably need to do it double next time.
All right, Baki,
Yeah.
your turn. I'm just going proper out of combat turn order.
I will. I'm gonna have to leave in like 2 minutes because I have to go to the store because it closes in like
Okay, no
half an
worries.
hour.
We'll get you home safe. You'll be fine. Do you want to do anything with these gloves? I'm going to put it right on you. Do you want to try something with these gauntlets?
I think I'll go and give it to Oakermore. He's smarter than me.
All right, no worries. I'll catch you later then, Bucky. It's pretty much at the
Bye.
end, so you'll be safe. I'll guarantee that. All right, Bucky says he's going to wait downstairs and guard and make sure that bird doesn't come back. But before he does, he offers anyone as his last round, do they want to do reveal magic or something on these? Because he's saying, I don't know what they are, as he said. So I'm just playing what he said. He doesn't know what's going on. So just keep that in mind. After the end of the next round, he'll be gone. So Morlak, you were waiting because you blessed Oakermore, but I noticed you actually act first before he even gets a chance again, because I was mucked up the order. So did you want to do something before Oakermore?
No, but can I also help him? Even though I blessed him.
No, because your blessing.
Okay.
Oh, sorry, you can help him, yes, but then he'll have to wait another round.
Okay.
Oh, no,
I
that's
will
not correct. You blessed on the previous round. This is your new round. So how do you want to help him? How do you want to help him search?
Yeah, I'm just helping him search, looking at the books, shouting out the names,
Oh, so at the bookshelf? Is that where you want to go, Oakermore?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, no worries. Yep, Morlak goes there. Make a mind roll, Morlak. And if you succeed a mind roll, it's a 1 dice. You are helpful in this situation. You are. All right, so you start reading out.
I can't fail this.
He's on fire with the rolls. All right, so Oakermore, what do you want to do?
I'm going to search through all the bookcases.
All
So
right.
flick down my magnifying glass over them. 3 plus 1 bless plus 1 for help.
As you were looking.
1, 2, 3, 4 successes.
Oh, did you get 5 dice? How did you get 5?
Yeah. I got 3 for standard with my magnifying glass, plus 1 for bless, plus 1 for help.
Oh, because you've got skilled in detect. Yeah. Okay. Yeah, I don't have a 5. But it's very rare someone has to roll 5. Okay, as you go to the bookcase and Oakermore's blessing enchantment guides your hands in the right direction to start, but then Oakermore says, "Hang on, reverse alphabetical," or he gives you something, to help you with his logic. And yes, you find a book. As you blow off the text, you realize the side of the book has sort of like edging that sort of glows as you run your finger over it. And the words, even though they're like symbols and glyphs in your eyes and in Morlak's eyes, they're revealed in languages you do understand. And it says the Grimoire of Primal Magic. It was hidden as a normal book on the bookshelf. All of the other tomes are either, unbeknown. There's nothing else that... Actually, I'll say that with that roll. How many successes? Yeah, you find one.
4.
You find one that is sort of got a clasp on it. You can tell it's a value. So it's another a valuable artifact. Not magical, but... Well, you don't know, but anyway. You find it. You can add that to your 0 item. And the Book of Primal Magic I got a picture of it. I can't find it, but anyway, you can tell that it is because it gets revealed. All right, are you the last in the turn? Yep, Morlak helped you. So does anyone want to help do anything with Baki? Brian, you get the first option.
What's up with Baki? Isn't he? Isn't he?
He just says, "Do you want to reveal magic on these gauntlets?" Because I don't know what's happening. It's never happened to me before.
Oh yes, yeah. Okay, yep, I'll do it.
You can roll 2 dice because there doesn't seem to be time of the essence.
I'll do a second one.
Yep, you get a hero point. You need that. Okay, as you are revealing, you realize that his gauntlets have got a spirit in them. So there's something in them. So you could I won't use the word possessed, okay, but there is a spiritual energy inside them that has made this appear and made this energy appear, but it'll only occur in this room. So something is activated.
Apparition.
Something has activated this purple and green energy.
Well, there's a green thing in the middle of the floor.
Oh, you also know that it gives him an extra point of damage if he was to wield the gauntlets against an enemy in this room. He says, "What should I do with it?"
Side quest.
All right. If nothing, I'll ask, are you guys happy to leave and head back to I4 having retrieved the grimoire? Leave this glowing...
Yeah, when we head back, I will suggest that we do a celebration and have a little feast. Take out my knife and go towards the goat.
All right, we've hit time anyway, so I'm going to summarize and then everyone can do an epilogue. Obviously, we know what Morlak's epilogue is going to be about, but essentially you head back and you do have those extra artifacts that if you want, you can sell, Oakermore. But you head back and reveal, you go back to I4.
Before we go, I wanted in that room,
I
want to search the room because there could be some additional magical spells or scrolls or something like that.
Yeah, you do a full sweep. There's nothing else you find. The only thing you avoid touching is this green prism.
Yeah.
So you decide to leave that unless you want to tell me otherwise, because it's the only other thing that has... Given the time, I'll say that you decide to leave it, and then when you get back, you explain what it's there, and then through research, I4 tells you that, okay, lucky you didn't tell it. He has heard with that primal magic that because it's so powerful, if things go wrong, this sort of thing can happen where you're encapsulated, but actually touching that would cause a massive effect of energy to impart on the person who's touched it. So it could have been like fatal. So that's why I didn't want to play it out given the time. So you find out that that was something that you definitely shouldn't touch. In terms of the map, he tells you that indeed is a place, a location in Arian, and the asterisk is an area known as the Cloven Peak, which is known to contain a second tower. So that's sort of a seed into another adventure. So he says that is great importance because there's nothing there that otherwise that they would have thought to look at in looking for other things. What else is there? So the prison was no good. You found the Book of Grimoire. Okay, so the other thing with the grimoire, again, this is just a future snippet. They now have a shard that they can forge into a weapon. So what that means, metagaming, is the players that play in that, who are available in the session, which is the final session in this arc, one of the fighters will be able to and we either do it randomly, whoever's playing, one of the fighters will be able to nominate a weapon it gets forged into, so that has a better effect. And this spell book will go to one of the spellcasters, because by the time that adventure comes, they would have worked out how to actually use these primal magic spells against the God King. So you've got 2 major artifacts that can be used against the God King. I'm sort of speeding things up a bit. So basically you return back to the noble district, and with your find, the Council of Elders is buoyed with confidence that, you know, they feel they've got 2 out of the 3 things necessary. And the third thing is they know that there's a another artifact that can be used against the God King. And they believe it's at this location on this map. Okay, so that's basically the seed there.
So,
yep.
Does Oakermore give them that map?
Oh, shit, I assume you did.
Yep.
Yeah, because
Okay.
that's how they deduced it. Yeah, as soon as you give them that map,
Sure.
they determined that that location was known as the Cloven Peak, and they've been looking for the last tower, and they believe that is it. They're not certain, but, I mean, the seed will be, they'll send you there to check whether there is a tower there in a place where there shouldn't be. Yeah, sorry I didn't ask if you were going to give it, but would you have wanted to hold it off? Hold it back?
If it gives me extra gold, I'll hand it over. That's the whole... No, it's all right. He would hand it over.
Yeah, it helps you in terms of the party. All right, let us quickly do...
Okay, I was just going to say is that on the way back, because it was a magical book that we had, I would have looked at it to see if there's any spells that I might be able to learn from it.
Yeah, 100%. As soon as you look at it, you realize none of it makes sense. Even if you make Arcana, all Arcana with 2 successes tells you is that it's encoded, and it's in like it's primal magic. It's before your time when magic, you know, first was born out of the untamed magic. Okay. But it needs a key or like a code, and all the codes are in the artifacts. So the council will study to crack the codes, essentially. But yeah, so there was nothing else you could gain. I would have given you everything that was possible. If we had more time, we could have role-played it. But essentially, you made it back there safely. All right, everyone roll 2d6 and add 6, and that's how many gold pieces you get.
I'll take that.
Oh, God, Nylo had too many debts. Oh, that's all right for Brian.
I will share a couple of gold with Nylo.
Okay, make a note on his thing of how you want to do it. Just in his character sheet, put how much he's got. So he's currently got 9, and then you can tell me how much.
Yep. I'll just give him an extra 2 gold.
I don't need more. It's okay with 9.
Oh, he's a man of the cloth. I will roll for Baki. See how much he gets. He gets 14. I'll put it in there. Plus 14 GP. So he's done. And did you want to sell the artifacts, Oakermore?
Now, how many did I get? Was there 2?
You got a trinket from the workshop, and you got a book from the library. So 2D.
Yeah, I'll sell both of them.
All right, roll 2D.
I'm just going to get rid of them.
Oh,
my guy is freaking rich, dude.
Are you keeping it all? You're splitting it 4 ways. Conscience.
No, I'm going to give 5 to Baki to repay most of the debt that I owe him for the healing kits, and I'm going to keep the other 5.
Okay.
Greedy.
Plus 5.
So I got 20 gold. Let's go.
5 GP for Baki. Okay, he also hands over his gauntlets for study. So where we end it is the I4 retreats back to his studies, reports his findings back to the council, and then begins studying the Book of Primal Magic, the making the weapon, tells them about the map, and sends word that they need 4 adventurers to go and check out Lake. It's actually called Lake Necros. It's called the Dead Lake. So it has to be crossed to get to this, which is funny because we've done a lake mission. You give me ideas. So anyway, he calls for that as the rest of you arrive, and you're given respite in like some apartments that are owned by the council. And let's do the epilogue, starting with Brian.
The spear. I would have grabbed the spear on the way out too, but
So can you use a two-handed spear?
nope. I would just sell it and split it between the party.
Okay, if you're going to do that, I'm just wondering whether someone wants to use it though. Two-handed weapons? No, none of you got
Nobody,
two-handed
yeah.
weapons. All right. Yep. It's worth 3 gold pieces. It had some flaws in it, like it had a shatter thing, 1 in 6. It's only worth 3 gold pieces. Baki doesn't want any, so you get one extra 1 gold piece each. So add that to yourself. And Brian, what's your epilogue? Or you and Bart? Bart survived.
Yeah, well, with the money we got from this campaign, I should be able to buy Bart some armor, because I think it's 18 gold pieces. I've now got 19, so I'm going to buy.
I don't think it's 18. Let me have a guess. It's normally 3. You got to times it 2 for large is.
Oh, no, it was 12. Sorry, it was 12 actually.
12. Yes,
Yeah.
that's correct. Yep.
Yeah.
All right.
Because I had that
okay.
note there. Cool. Yeah.
Oh, you
so
did
I'm going
too.
to buy him.
Yeah. Okay. Add to his
I'm
equipment 1 slot large armor and increase his stamina by 1. Oh, he's happy with that. He thought you abandoned him. He was going to go to a new master.
No.
No. Okay.
Almost done.
So where does Brian go from here?
The stamina is 3. Is for Bart was 3 out of 3, so it goes to 4 out of 4 for the
Correct.
future.
Yep, that's correct.
Okay. All right. And with Bart, I also added on, because I think Baki had written tinderbox and glass arrow under mine, so I added that to Bart.
Glass arrow's cool.
Yeah, the glass arrow.
The glass arrow as well.
Yep.
All right.
You got 2 firebombs from me.
Yep.
Okay, actually,
Well,
while you're getting
15.
ready, while you're thinking about doing your epilogue, I'm just going to roll a d4. Brian is 1, Bucky is 2, Morlak is 3, and Oakermore is 4. 1d4. Will this work? Yeah, it does. So who's that? Oakermore was 4. Okay, so Oakermore, there's a 1 in 6 chance you found an artifact or accomplished a goal. Choose a number and roll it. If you succeed that, if you hit that number, it activates.
Go for a 2.
Oh, normally it's a 1. Oh, it's always the way. You choose a 1, you won't roll a 1. You choose.
That's it.
Anyway, okay. So Brian, what's your epilogue?
Oh no, just that we're getting closer to taking on the big bad guy, the God King, whatever his name is.
Yep. And there's
So,
possibly
yeah,
one of you will get a
that's
spell book. So hopefully you're the only
Take
magic
him.
user on it.
Take him down next time.
Yep, beautiful. All right, so you basically stay in the gardens, pledging your allegiance to the council that you will be part of the adventurers to finally see the end to this threat. Baki disappears into the sunshine after determining that he gets told what his gauntlets are done, like what's happened with them, with the spirit. But after hearing that news, he leaves, and he doesn't utter another word. And I4 he says, "I've sworn Baki that I would not say. It is his place to tell you what has occurred. So his is a mystery. What about you, Morlak?"
Yeah, Monarch will
I am
look
back.
down on his flail, which he did not use. That is still not soaked in blood,
Still got put the plastic back on it.
which annoys him, and he will talk to his flail and say, "Just wait. Next time, we will
Next time.
smash the God King."
Nice. Oh, very good. I like that. Oakermore?
Oakermore looks to Brian, smirks and says, "Well now, good chap, did you see? Did you see what happened?" No weapons. Anyway, he's pretty chuffed with himself.
I'd like to know
Pleased
what
with-
Brian thinks about that.
The overall outcome of his investigative work, he's found wide and divvied it up. He's happy to be in search of more mysteries to be solved.
Yeah, it goes to show if you play your character right, it can be very powerful. And Bucky, I don't know what you heard. Did you hear any of about your gauntlets?
No.
Okay, I'll message you separately on your gauntlets. but you gave them to the council because Brian did reveal magic and found out that the enchantment that was granted to it only was effective in that chamber, basically in proximity of the Archmage. But once you left, the energy disappeared, but you still gave the gauntlets to the council, saying, told them what happened, and they gave you some information, which I'll message you.
And
So don't have gauntlets now?
Sorry?
After buying your gauntlets?
No, you got them back. You got them back. Yeah.
Okay.
You got them back. I'll give you the extra information. And you also got a bit of gold in your chat. You got 14 gold from the adventure, and you were given 5 gold extra from Oakermore because he said he owed you money.
Oh, okay.
For the healing kits or something, he said.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. So he gave you that as well. So you end up not bad with 19 gold. But you have to update your thing because you haven't got the tattoo unless you want to get another one.
I have. Oh, yeah.
You totally rolled me with that tattoo.
Yeah, I'll just buy one. I'll buy one in advance.
Yeah, so you just take this guard off. All right, everyone. Thank you very much for playing. Sorry it went a bit over time and all the bloody technical glitches, but we got through and you succeeded when I thought this was quite hard, this adventure. This was quite hard. That giant bird, if you're stuck outside, could have been disaster. I thought for sure Bart was going to get carried away, but you looked after the goat. I didn't expect it. I did not see that coming. No,
Food for later.
You did well. Great teamwork. Very good. Great teamwork. I really enjoyed it. All right. Hope you had fun.
Thanks.
And have a good rest of night or day. And I will see you next time.
Thanks, Adrian.
Bye. Thank you.
Bye.